I love that.
Are we here?
We're
We're
here.
here.
Oh shit! I had to stop laughing. I'm telling you, her and I'm like, okay, are we there? Can they hear us? Or what's going on? And those two live on the replay, listening real quick for the 48 seconds, I was laughing so hard. The only thing I wanted to see was all of that work I put into, and I'm gonna have to share the screen probably and show the little squirrel pops up and it says, "I've got big balls." He's like the cutest thing. That's all I wanted to see was the little squirrel with the big balls. ACDC, I'm talking about, guys. The song.
Yeah, I know which song you're talking about.
Let me see something real fast. Maybe we'll jump into this little Summer Wells aggravation that's going on. You can't make this up. I want to see something real quick. Oh, God. We really need to get a hold of. I mean, this guy is talking with a picture of him in a jail cell.
I know it doesn't do much for his credibility. What happened to? I'm not going to go on. You know, it's crazy.
It just kind of felt like as a community we had finally decided
Pictures
to do
maybe
more.
is understanding of what our goal is.
Molly,
look
you
at
don't
everyone.
have a goal.
Let's be nice, Kaz.
Oh, that woman
I
irritates
think
me.
Molly could do a. I honestly think Molly could do. I think I'm going to tag her in this video. I think she would do a lot of good in San Antonio.
I
Yep.
don't think she'll survive. She got
See, we
scared
never go
in
live at this
Tennessee.
time. Like, what is everyone's thoughts on? I mean, it's like we're reliving it again for the first time. Because we can go back to my family tree that you've all looked at. Hey, Sassy. Oh gosh, we're gonna listen to Molly Go Lightly for a few minutes and see what Don's talking about. What I don't understand is why Don allows them to belittle him the way they do, and then to let this woman do what he did on the property and all of that crap, and then he goes on a live with them. You know what? I'm gonna text Benny and tell Benny to please get Don to get a hold of us.
I know it's absolute. It's not doing his credibility any good whatsoever.
No, but Bullhorn Betty pops in and she's reliving things that we spoke about in June.
I
Hey
think it's
Kenny, I know
new to
Kenny Hush.
her, but I mean,
Can I time out Kenny?
Poor Kenny.
Am I allowed to time him out?
Oh no, we
you
love him.
probably leave.
Sassy, they better not go. They better not go to I. You do you want to know why they don't go to Idaho and bother Monkey's parents? Because there is nothing behind their parents. There's no criminal past. There's no violence. There is no crazy
There's no
twist
drama.
to it.
And that's the key, iconic. There is no drama. This, I'm sorry, MGL, but this is not one of your cash cows. Leave Lena alone.
Lena will not. Lena will never be a cash cow,
No.
and she better not try to make Lena a cash cow.
Well, I'll come over from Australia and we will have words.
I think that the tragedy itself is enough drama. Adding more to it is just really cruel.
Exactly, iconic.
Hey Pamela.
Exactly.
But think about it, guys. I mean, really think about this for 1 second. They can't get a hold of Lena's parents. They cannot communicate with Lena's parents. They will never reach Lena's mother. It's not going to happen with Lena. There's no clout chasing involved with Lena because there's nothing behind the story except for a family that escaped Afghanistan for a better life has a child missing. And we do have a new press conference out today that Matt already put out earlier, but I'm going to copy him because, I like to copy everything my husband does.
Couple goals.
Well, Kaz and I, the three of us talk on the phone while we're peeing in the bathroom. Those are total relationship goals right there.
Don't tell my secrets on a live. Gee, woman.
Let me see it before we get started. I don't know how many people are going to come in because we never go live at this time. But tonight we have book club.
We do.
But I really want to show you guys the little guy that I made with the AC/DC in the song. It took me not too long to make it. But I was pretty impressed. Okay. All right, let me hide all of these. I think I have what I think is going on with Streamlabs is I think I have my settings too high to handle it, or I need to configure it with the StreamYards. So here's my little thing that I made, since I'll show you real quick. Okay. Let's see if he comes up. Here he comes. Let's test the widgets and let's do a subscriber. Did you see him?
No, we just heard the music. Oh, there he is.
Is that not the cutest little thing? And he says, I've got big balls.
That's so darn cute. In a weird sense.
And that is why we wanted... Oh, Matt sent a better link to you, Iconic.
Okay,
what, for the Pressie conference because of the audio? Is he cute, guys? So this is why I really wanted to go on Streamlabs tonight, because I put a lot of work in these little things. Look. I know. I definitely need therapy. I've got a big ball. Well, you have to have big balls to kidnap kids. That's the whole entire thing. The squirrel is saying if you kidnap a kid, you've got big kahunas.
That is true. That is very
Kenny,
true.
please. It's 2:30 in the afternoon here.
I sent you in Discord.
I probably inhaled too much chicken shit.
I'm having visuals here, Ma. It's only 5:39 in the morning. And it's even earlier for Kenny. I'm surprised you're up, Kenny.
Kenny's up because when he saw the live alert go off, he peeked in. He only came because Iconic's on. If Iconic wasn't here, he would have rolled back over and went to sleep.
Probably. Yes. I know he doesn't like me. He loves Iconic.
Yes, Matt, because I told you I got a new headphone, and my headphone has a cloth cord. It does not have a rubber cord, so that it does not get tangled and loose and come out at the ends. Sassy Nass in the house. Okay, so let me get this video link and let's go check out this new update, and then we can discuss what the new update is on Lena. I'm sure Kaz has watched it. I was waiting for you guys, actually.
Yes, I have watched it. I actually saw it before. I'm not saying nothing.
I prefer to watch it with the audience and be surprised too.
Well, to be honest, I was not expecting Ma to go live because we do have book club tonight. That's the only reason I watched it on my own at 3:30 this morning, as I do.
Okay. You know what, Kenny? We're grounding Iconic again. This is the last time we're giving her another week off, Kenny, all because of you. You can blame Kenny Iconic.
Damn it.
Hi, Hippie. Hippie's in the house. I've never seen Hippie before.
He was
All right.
in the last live.
Share screen. I can always give Ezra a call. Let's see. Actually, Ezra.
He was here a few minutes ago before we ended the last one.
Oh, he'll come, hopefully.
He
Oh,
said,
wait.
"Great
No,
woman,
no.
but your time management needs some work."
No, that's still face. No, you guys are trying to mess me up. That's the Facebook link to the visual. That's not the Facebook link to the.
If you sent me another email, I might not have.
Hang on, guys.
Yet.
Yeah, Matt, you sent
Oh,
the
got it.
visual.
Wait, no, he sent me the other one. Hold on one sec. That was my
Because
mistake.
I do have it saved.
There you go.
If you want to.
All right. Thank you.
I'm technically challenged too.
Yeah, you should. Were you guys like really making fun of us?
No. I just said the gremlins and the goblins gotcha.
But were you guys like laughing your asses off because that was totally like we could not see you. I couldn't hear you. I was like in a logo making position talking about, and she's like, "You're live," and I'm like, "Well, I don't see the live stream." I had 4 mics going.
You had a blank screen initially, and you could faintly hear you talking to Iconic in the background, and then it came up for a little while.
Kenny, I'm gonna I am going to.
Oh, Izat's here.
Yep, he's here.
Okay, you're gonna listen? Okay, as that I gave Meth your email address and your phone number. I don't know if you have WhatsApp, but he is going to contact you. Aw, as it. My new friend that knows how to cook, and he has 4 wives and 13 children.
Oh, that's how rumors start.
Okay, as it, Matt Block is going to reach out to you. I gave him the number and the email, so you can come and talk on his channel. Oh, 53 kids. Man, I knew I was wrong.
Gee, he's been busy since last night.
Look,
Couple
he just said he's got 53. Actually, as it's single, and if my memory is right, he has no children.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he said the other night.
I think he's looking for a wife. As it, you know what? I do have a question for you. Can I ask you, are Lena's parents, do you think that was a prearranged marriage? Amen to that, as that. Me too. Stress free. No husband and kids not at home.
He said yes, it was.
Yes, it was. I thought so. Aw. Well, they do make a very nice couple. I haven't seen her, but the father breaks my heart. Okay, let's go ahead and check out what. Let me check my volume. Guys, watch your ears. Let me just make sure that I got the volume box on. After that Streamlabs, I'm just completely flustered. That was great. I'm laughing. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's just go to Streamlabs. We got this. The only thing I am excited about is you guys got to see my little squirrel. Yes, as it. Yep, I know. I know about that. I watch a lot of shows on the Middle East, believe it or not. Gosh, whoever's smoking weed and blowing it into my computer screen needs to stop because I feel like I'm high now.
Oh my lord.
All right, volume's up, guys. Check your ears. I've got it pretty high because they say the volume's low. And look, there's the apartment complex right back behind the Pressie.
Be starting momentarily. Stay tuned. Thank you. Everybody here. Investigations. He's been missing since 8 days. This is just a mic check. Chief McManus has arrived, so that should be starting momentarily. Stay tuned. Thank you. Any moment now.
This investigation, we just need less emphasis. Everybody ready? Yes. So I just wanted to update you this morning, since you haven't really heard from us since Friday, I believe was the last time we spoke. Since then, over the weekend, and this is not because there's any less emphasis on this investigation, but over the weekend, our command post shut down. Our on-site command post and our command post that was at police headquarters has shut down. And again, that is not due to any less focus on this investigation. We just don't have the command post anymore. Right now, what we're doing is going over reams and reams of data, trying to make links with that data based on videos that we've seen versus interviews that we've had with people during this investigation. We continue to get leads. We continue to go over social media posts, seeing if we can't come up with anything that might lead us to where Lena might be or what might have happened to her. Right now, we have a canine teams that are out looking for her right now. They're running the green belts between here and the and 410, and hopefully maybe we'll come up with something. But we continue to interview people. We continue to have police officers on scene across the street, but we really have no new updates as to where Lena might be.
Have you been able to glean anything from the video evidence that you've seen so far?
There's information that we try to connect and link to the different video that we have, but again, we have no new leads that would take us to where Lena is or what might have happened to her. But I want to emphasize that we have not lessened the intensity of this investigation. Neither SAPD nor my partner here with the FBI. So.
Are you guys looking at any potential suspects that have been interviewed so far?
I will say that we're looking at some people, yes, but I won't get into it any deeper than that.
So does that mean at this point, is it still being investigated as a missing person or an abduction?
We're still investigating it as a missing person unless evidence would lead us to believe otherwise.
Since you put a call out for people that were in the area on Monday to find information, have you guys gotten any help with that particular
we've gotten nothing that would, again, that would lead us any closer to where Lena might be or what might have happened to her.
Do you suspect foul play at this point?
Pardon?
Do you suspect foul play at this point?
If we suspected foul play, the investigation would turn. But right now, we don't have enough to lead us in that direction.
I know that the reward money has gone up. It's $150,000 in general. How many tips, if you had an estimation as far as how many people are stepping in, working together to try to provide y'all whatever you can, do you have like a number of tips?
I don't, but I will tell you though that the calls and the texts, they have not stopped coming in, and I would ask Agent Garris to talk a little bit about that. The FBI, well, I'll let him talk about that.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Garris. I'm the acting special agent in charge of the FBI San Antonio field office. Just want to let you know our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to Lena's family, the community, as we continue to support the San Antonio Police Department in what we consider an aggressive investigation and search for Lena. Again, if there's any tips, feedback, information that the public can give to us, we highly encourage that. Currently, the FBI, as I stated last week, we've utilized our child abduction rapid deployment team, behavioral analysis unit, intelligence response teams, forensic examiners, and between San Antonio Police Department and FBI, we've had hundreds of officers and agents searching for Lena. Are there any questions?
Yeah, yesterday morning we saw agents of the evidence response team were out going through dumpsters and looking at the laundromat of the complex. Could you kind of just explain what they were looking for?
So SAPD, or San Antonio Police Department, FBI, searched the dumpsters last week. We wanted to do our due diligence again, since the dumpsters were emptied from the time we searched last week till this week. So we wanted to research it and make sure we didn't miss anything. Maybe a potential suspect would have thrown something out, maybe evidence or anything pertinent to the investigation or search effort. So we researched it yesterday.
Now, some people are wondering, obviously, with her being such a small child, 3-year-old, can't get far. But with that being said, we have so many resources searching for her. What is making it so difficult for you guys, not to locate anything related to her at this time?
So we have a gap right now, and I mentioned it last week, but from 4:49 p.m. last Monday, the 20th, till 5:07, there's an 18-minute window where we had visibility where we did not have visibility of Lena. A lot of the tips we've acquired are outside of that 18-minute window. So I would ask the public if they have any information or leads or anything they can provide us during that 18-minute window, that'd be of huge value to the San Antonio Police Department and FBI.
Just one other question about why it shut down the command post, Chief, if you don't mind just kind of explaining what went into that decision.
Because the command post activity was focused on the apartment complex and the immediate surrounding area, and we have gone over and over and over that. So there's really no need to have that command post set up here. Everything else right now is being done through telephone, social media. But again, I'll emphasize that there is no lessening of the intensity of this investigation simply because the command posts have shut down. That is the command posts conduct the activity that's going on the scene immediately following the disappearance and up until the point where it would just simply be redundant to keep officers here and agents here on the scene.
Chief, can you tell us why you're searching the green spaces around I-10?
Pardon?
Why are you searching the green spaces around the area?
Because it might lead us to something. We don't want to leave any stone unturned. So we'll continue to go over those areas as we think there may be new evidence.
One more question, guys. It's been 8 days. Just kind of want to gauge what's your confidence level.
I will say that it's disheartening that we haven't found anything that leads us closer to Lena from a there's nothing that we haven't done to try to find her. And, it's frustrating and as disheartening, disappointing that we haven't come up with something yet.
At this point, we have a PIO and FBI that's some of the highlights that it's already covered.
En estos momentos, la búsqueda para la niña Lina Khil sigue en pie. El Departamento de Policía de San Antonio sigue trabajando arduamente junto con el FBI. Seguimos usando todos los recursos que tenemos disponibles para la búsqueda de ella. Se ha expandido esa búsqueda.
Wow, guys, an 18-minute window.
Las diferentes autopistas estatales para...
Yeah.
Hey, AB, that is exit. What do you feel about an 18-minute window? I would pay money to see the footage in that, what they have. All good, AB. Exit. Oh, I have to unmute poor Exit. Okay, Exit.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So what do you feel about the new update with an 18-minute window?
18-minute window, I believe, is the time when there is no information about the kid.
I love Exit. No, we understand that, but can you believe that it's only an 18-minute window? That's insanity. That is like some ninja quick moving action.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
And you still have to wonder why they're not saying that it is not an abduction.
Yeah, because till now they are not certain about a possible suspect, either person or car. If they do not have like a person, if they do not have a car vehicle information and the method of kidnapping, then how can they promote the case into an abduction? But the thing is, the way they deal with a missing person case and an abduction case is 90-85% similar. The only difference is that they are not actively looking for a person and then like announcing it publicly that, okay, this person may be like a sketch or maybe his picture or maybe a footage from a security camera, but they do have people whom they are looking into them, but they are not sure if they have anything to do with the crime till now. So what they do now, they just compare the footage with the interview, and in the next step they would extract all of their movement via the cell phone towers, and they will compare all that to see whether there are any discrepancies in his interview and movement. And
they're gonna do a cell dump on the towers, but this is the complex. This lady, let me drop her link. She went into the complex the other day and she went into the playground. She drove around to show us how easy it was to get in there. And we saw this yesterday I'm showing the new people. AB, they don't want to tip off the complex that there may be an immediate danger if a child simply disappears. They are treating it like a missing persons. In reality, they are highly suspicious. Oh, they're suspicious. Iconic. What was it, Kaz? And what did the captain just say? That there was people of interest, but what did he say about that?
Well, he didn't say a huge amount. He just said there was they were looking into some people.
But he wouldn't say anything about who or anything. So that's kind of interesting too.
There was somebody that I saw yesterday. I won't. It was a YouTuber, and they said they're clairvoyant. They say, I'm not a huge believer in people who come onto YouTube and do this, but he put out a name out there. From this person was from Kirat or something, but this was done on the December 14th, so it was actually 6 days prior to our beautiful Lena going missing, and he had this vision of a little girl that would go missing, which is pretty
That is
freaky.
crazy. Yeah, that definitely is time to pull out the spirit box. I'm only kidding.
Exactly. We already have spirits hanging around in the stream sometimes, and gremlins.
And then this fence line right here is very suspicious because you know that that fence line's got openings so where you can get right into that other complex.
Yes, there's quite a few holes in that fence line.
Mm-hmm.
That
They
she
make the
found.
holes.
Yeah, it's a shortcut. She also has done. She's done some awesome work. This lady. She went and searched on her own, and she did find some articles, which she called it in right away to the police department, and they did come out to check it, but unfortunately, they said it didn't belong to Lena.
Huh. I mean, hello, Rosanna. Okay, let me think quick again. Rosanna is related to Stephanie? No. Rosanna. Is she Rainwater's cousin?
Iconic.
Rosanna.
I don't remember.
She's Rainwater's
She
cousin.
might be.
Oh, I think you're right. Seeing her picture up on the screen.
Jen, right now they're just saying that it's not an abduction. AB was saying it's just a missing child right now. But there is an Amber Alert out on her. And I'll tell you what, this captain, chief of police, I mean, he has torn into every single one of those units. He has searched every car coming in and going out. I'm sure, but the K9s kind of upset me with Kathleen Moore because I just couldn't understand how the K9s were there for 3 days, 2 feet away from where she was, and they didn't find her. That just blows my mind away. Oh, okay. Sorry, Rosanna. Because we do have somebody who comes in that is Rainwater's cousin, I believe. So
that's something that was discussed, is that they feel a lot safer culturally sending their children out alone, and when they move to America, it's a whole different ball game as far as leaving your children out. So yeah, that is definitely something that has been discussed.
Well, yeah, I'll show you. We have some videos of the little babies playing in Afghanistan with the soldiers. Yeah, they just run loose and just like a pack of 20 kids. And they did that here too, right? Ezit, can you see what Mary? Ezit, this question's for you. Oh, he left us. Does anyone know? Ez had explained that the kids just run around in groups. They go to other people's houses, apartments. They're just everywhere. Everybody goes everywhere. Isn't that what he basically said?
Yeah, because that's how they were brought up over in Afghanistan. They played in groups.
Here comes Ezit.
Here he comes. He'll explain it. No?
No, that's not the link. Hang on, guys. I'm still trying to adjust to that 2-minute live we did on the other platform. I was laughing so hard. So this is the complex where little Lena went missing. An 18-minute window. That is holy 18 minutes.
Yeah, that's not a lot of time.
Nope.
That they haven't accounted for.
No. Do you think that maybe people have cameras in their little apartments in there that keep track of? They must have seen something to know that 18 minutes is gone. As Marion has Marie Deathy. That question for you.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm going to go use the little girl's room, Kenny. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so in Afghanistan, it's totally different because Afghanistan is more of a communal society and it's a close-knit society. And also, like in one house, there would be like an extended family members living. So the children, like they play around in groups, and then the trust level of children with the outsiders, I mean the villagers. For example, this family belonged to a village. So in the village, almost everyone knows everyone else. And there is a level of trust, and there is no helicopter parenting in Afghanistan. Uncles would take care of children, cousins would take care of children, villagers would take care of children. And the other thing is like people could not dare molesting children in Afghanistan because in the code of honor, it is one of the crimes which could be dealt with capital punishment or lynching or maybe extra judicial killing. So people do not dare, molesting children. So like when these families, majority of these families, they have moved from villages to the US, it means that they have moved from one extreme to another extreme, or you can think that way, that they are people of 7th century, and they have moved to the US. So in 2 years, it is impossible to adapt to the culture because of the many barriers, including the language and interaction. Like this woman, she is uneducated. She doesn't speak English. She used to be a homemaker. There is gender segregation. So there are like tons of barriers for assimilation. And then also, like, they will not change their ways of life immediately. So it means this woman shouldn't have she shouldn't have like her eyes on her children 24/7. She may be at home, children may be outside, they may be going to one home, another's home. And the other thing is, this thing is also important to know. That was in regard to my immigration to the US. So the man whose name is Sardar Khil, Riaz Sardar Khil, actually he moved in 2019, but the family came later. The family came probably in late 2020 or maybe early 2001. I'm not quite sure. But if you see, like now, a lot of Americans, they say that, oh, the girl was wearing the same dress in that picture where she was in Afghanistan, and how could she wear the same clothes in the US? Now, there is something, it's called logic, and there is something else which is called common sense. The thing is, if you see like the picture of this girl in the US, and if you compare her physical appearance, it's quite the same. It means there can be three things. Either this family has recently visited Afghanistan because all of them have extended families in Afghanistan. Once in 4 or 5 months, they would go there. They would spend like a couple of weeks and will come back. One possibility. Second possibility, the girl and the mom They may have moved to the US, I mean, like recently, back in early 2021 or maybe late 2020. Another possibility. And there can be other possibilities as well, because the physical appearance of this girl in the picture taken in Afghanistan and those pictures taken in the US, she is quite the same. She is quite the same in the height. She is quite the same in the age. She is quite the same. So in this particular occurrence, I mean, a lot of Americans, they do not use common sense. Come on. Come on.
Yep, I agree. But you see the hole in the fence right there? Look.
Yep.
See that hole? That hole will take you right to the next apartment complex. I mean, and when we get to the playground, which we're getting close to, that playground behind that pavilion is such a quick escape. Jen asked as it oh he left oh no, he's here.
I'm here. So this
Don't
family,
leave me. Don't leave me.
I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you ever in my life.
Did we ever introduce Iconic to Ezit? Iconic was not on panel. She's usually here, but she has family in for the holiday, so you didn't get to meet Iconic.
I've just missed him every time, I think.
Yep.
Hi, Iconic. Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
I'm so sorry. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, she's the baby of the family.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's Kaz and I's kid.
It's been so nice hearing your perspective and everything. I feel like you've taught us and given us a really good insight on all of
this. Yeah, insight is really important. I mean, like, this is a case from a totally different culture.
Yes, it is, and it's something that I'm not sure that I've ever heard of a case of this happening to a little girl like this coming from Afghanistan with the family and the struggles of getting here, and then this happens. Jen asks, as it is the apartment complex mainly full of families of the same culture, or is it a mix of cultures?
It is a mix of culture. There may be like 10 to 15 families from Afghanistan. There are Black African Americans. There are people from Hispanic origin. There are some white and some Indians and Bangladeshis in the mix. But the thing is, this apartment complex, I believe it has a contract with the immigration office. So it can easily let new people in without, like, if you go to a complex with good amenities, the requirement may be higher. They may ask like how much you earn, whether your income is stable or not, and things like that. But in this case, like, they will not care about the income and anything else. They will let you move in. So that is one of the reasons a lot of these Afghan immigrants, they move to such apartment complexes.
Okay, 2 questions. I did get a question on a comment under a video earlier. The Indians that live here from India,
yeah,
are they close knit? Somebody asked, are they close knit with their brothers and their family like the Afghanis are?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I will tell you why. Let me also explain that. The more place develops.
Okay, let me ask you one more question, and you can explain both because it's kind of the same.
I'm sorry.
You said that there's about 15 families that are from Afghanistan that are in this community complex.
Families and individuals.
Yes. Okay. So were these people friends in Afghanistan and knew each other and came here together? All these families, or some did, some didn't.
Yeah. So some did, some didn't. If they knew each other, they only knew each other in a official, in a office or work setup, not in a social context. Like, suppose if someone was working in one organization and I was working in another organization, maybe like we used to meet one another in different conferences, meetings, events, But they were
so
not
you
necessarily.
may not like know them and see them every day, but when you get here, you know somebody that's related to them or no
Y-
family to them or something like that,
yeah,
like a 7 degree of separation or something. And then
yeah.
you were going to say about the India culture.
Okay, so I was saying that the more a place develops, the more people become more individualistic. The more that bond loosens up. Uh, how to say, it weakens. So, like in some places of India where it is not too much developed, the bond is there. But in developed places, and India is developing now. If you go to New Delhi, if you go to uh, Bombay, in those places, people the places are developing. With that, people are becoming more individualistic, more on their own. So they are getting out of the extended family setup.
Interesting. So
Yeah,
also you said earlier, and I hate to bring this up, but I have to ask. I heard you say earlier, I was in the little girl's room, so I didn't bring my phone with me. I probably would have dropped it in the toilet. But you were talking about in Afghanistan, do they have a problem with men um, doing things to little girls or little boys? Like, is that a thing there, or
that is not a
what were
major
you
problem. You
what were
can
you
find
saying about that?
you can find child molesters, you can find psycho everywhere. But the thing is, in Afghanistan, the tribal law is so strict that people would think 1 billion times before committing such a crime, because such a crime can be their ticket to hell.
Okay. So
Yeah.
basically, they come here and they know that's the same way it's going to be as their ticket to hell.
Uh, in the US, yeah, in the US, like, uh, I mean, like Afghan people are not into children. Maybe, I don't know, like what can be the reason, but a lot of Afghan people, they are not into children. When I say into children, it means into kids. There are some practices in which, like a 16-year-old may marry someone like in the 30s. But again, those are the laws, those are the customs. Like in the US, I can tell you there are states in which a girl can legally get married in the age of 14 and 16. And you
Yes.
know that.
True.
Yes, with the parent consent.
Yeah, so that is totally different thing.
Mhm.
But again, maybe because the tribal laws are so severe and so like harsh in regard to child molestation, misusing children. Maybe that is the reason like they have evolved to be that way. They show affection to children, but that affection is in a very innocent way. Like
Yes.
I would go there, like I will tap a child, uh, I would tell him, speak with him, uh, and things like that. But that is in a
Mhm.
very innocent way. Like children, they are considered so innocent, they are considered so, or maybe like
Their
even
future.
there can be cases like an old guy will come, an old guy like in his 60, and he will like take a child and start like kissing him, but that is not like an intimate way. That is in a very innocent way.
Yes.
Uh, but
A
but when you,
normal way. Huh?
yeah, and I will tell you another thing. Like in Afghanistan, like if two men are greeting, so they will hug one another and they will start like kissing one another. But it doesn't mean. So when I first came like to the US, so those customs were there. Somehow like you cannot change them. And then like people would start like looking at us, and I'd be thinking, am I doing something? So I would only like have the hand of my friend. So that is like custom. It's not in a intimate way. It is like in a friendly way. That guy is your
Yes.
friend. You can hug him, you can kiss him.
Yes, we
But
get
then
what
like,
you're saying. The normal way, not any way that you're feeling you're not creepy by doing it. Yeah, we
yeah,
totally
so
get it.
I will give you the example of Italy, because Italy is such a good country to be exemplified here in this specific case. Like in the East Italy, people are so socialized. They are so social even today. And the Western Italy, because it is so much developed, they have changed their customs. So I had an Italian friend, and that Italian friend, when he would see me, he would hug me and he would start kissing me. And I would start like kissing him back.
Oh, not on the lips though.
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
like on the cheek.
On the cheek, yeah.
Yes, that's normal. A lot of Italians, like I know, yeah, when you go to Italians, the first thing you do is you go over to my friend's mom. I always walk in, walk right up to the mom, lean in, and give her a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not what, so we get what you're saying. So I really just wanted to know about if that's known over in Afghanistan, which you say it's not, which, so this is really to the point now where it's got to be somebody that's not inside one of those 15 family members that lives here.
No, 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 no. I can tell you, like these people, yesterday I elaborated on that point, that there is such a harsh vetting process before coming to the US. And these people haven't crossed the Mexican border. These people, the entire process have taken 4 years for an Afghan immigrant to be able to get the visa. 4 years. During those 4 years, the FBI, the CIA, the law enforcement in the US, back in Afghanistan, they were only going through the vetting process of these individuals just to know if someone has a crime, if someone has a problem, if someone has any affiliation or association with the Taliban. So these are not the people who have illegally crossed the border. These people have come through a vetting process. Now, these are the people who haven't committed any kind of crimes in Afghanistan, which can be such a feasible place for committing crimes. Only a stupid ass who didn't commit a crime in Afghanistan will commit a crime in the US. Did you get my point?
Yeah, we get your point, but here's the playground, guys, where Lena was playing when she was taken. A fenced in playground, completely sandwiched in the middle of this complex, but is very close to where that pavilion was, because right behind that pavilion is the parking lot to, if you're going to be in a car, to hightail it out of there. We can go back into the maps and look. Hi, Miss Shelley. But, you know, and Iconics around that area, and she said, like that 5:30 time, it's just kind of like dusk out, like you could totally see what was going on. 18 minutes, like how would somebody take her and her not scream?
Okay,
Was
I will
she
tell you
there
one.
alone?
I will tell you one other thing. If you
And
go
where
to
was
this
her little
kind,
brother?
I don't know about that, but if you go to these kind of complexes, there will be people from the outside coming just to park the car there for a day or two. The strangers, they use like the parking facility inside the complex as a public parking place because they do not have a database that whose car is this. There
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
a
we
car.
get that. We get that, but the crappy part is that if you would have had your fence working, every time somebody clicked that fence, it would have registered to what number that apartment was to. But they're not doing that. But this is the part that she was literally. I mean, look at the. I mean, it is absolutely mind blowing how freaking close these apartments are. That somebody would have the balls to go up here and take a kid. I mean, look at this.
What do you think the odds are of a child from your culture walking off with a stranger, being that trust isn't something that they're always thinking about?
Yeah, these people, these children are trusting everyone. Like if you go to a typical white family, I mean, they teach their children not to trust strangers.
Oh,
Even if you go to their home as a guest, the children will not come close to you. But the thing is, it's not in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, these children go, I mean, like with the Afghans in the US, they go to one another's home, they go to the mosque, and then they greet with the stranger. So they are trusting almost everyone.
Yes, and if somebody is actually there that's watching, let's just say it was somebody that did a couple years in the military or something and knows that you could just maybe offer Lena some candy or some little Christmas something, or who knows? I mean,
I
but
agree with you, Shredder.
Kenny,
I'm not as trusting this time that it's not possible because of what did happen with Cleo.
I would love to believe that there is another dog collector that exists, but I know for 100% that they have been through every single one of how many units, Kaz? 200, what? 68?
No, 280.
I was close.
You were very close.
280 units. Hey, Lippy. 280 units that they completely went through. But let's go back and look in the aerial again. Because as it,
Yes.
if your little niece was at the playground, okay, let me ask you this. Do you honestly believe for 1 minute that little Lena could have been there alone and all the other kids and the people left to go do something and she stayed?
Yeah, 120%. I believe that. I believe that thing happened.
But I thought they stayed together. She wouldn't be afraid to be alone with
No, but
everybody
kids are
leaving.
kids.
And
Kids are kids.
if we saw
They
her
will,
on the video of her walking off on the sidewalk at any point, then clearly she wasn't afraid. She was just wondering.
yeah, she was wondering. And
Do
the
you have
other
a
thing,
copy of that video, Iconic?
I don't. I've just heard people talk about it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, because I've never played that. I think I did see it, but I've never played it. I think it was on the. He was found 5 miles away and had just been walking. So this playground right here, I mean, it's just okay. So let's just say that they grabbed her. Look at all of the apartments that surround this playground. Do you think as it the mother really left just to get a water, or do you think that she was like maybe doing something with the little boy and she just figured she was out there with everyone else? She wasn't worried about
yeah,
it because she
yeah,
has that trust like she has back in Afghanistan.
yeah, that is what I'm witnessing it on daily basis with these Afghan families here in Austin.
As I said, have you ever heard of a little girl just coming here from another country like this and being kidnapped?
No.
Me neither. This is probably the first time I have ever heard of a story like this. Oh yes, PB&J. There's more than huge holes. I'm gonna jump back into the aerial because if it was someone in a car, they said that they had those cameras from those intersections. Let's go back into the aerial because from what I'm gathering is that they actually have cameras at that stoplight when you're pulling out of that complex, but the side one probably wouldn't have it. Let's go have a look again. Let's go for a road trip. What are you cooking today, Ezit?
Uh, well, I'm not. Maybe like I will order a pizza or something.
A pizza?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. So this is where she lives, and it's funny because that basically gives you exactly where the little playground was where she was taken. We've got. Let's look again. Here's the soccer field. Here's the dog park. Kaz, the pavilion's back here, right?
Yeah. It's right. It's the building right in front of the little hard court soccer field. To your left of your
there
red
it is.
dot.
There it is. There, right there.
Yeah.
Well, people,
So
I believe people are not giving that much attention. Like now,
okay,
everyone with a mask, everyone with a mask.
Exactly, I said that on one of my first videos with her that anybody could have a mask on and a hoodie like that lady that was standing by the tree. I mean, to me, we're gonna have to look that to me the lady that was standing at that tree in that press conference. Even you said that person belonged to the community. I don't know if I still buy it. So this is the pavilion. The lady that we just watched on the video, she parked her car in here.
Yeah.
We can't get down to this street. She walks through the pavilion. She walks down this pathway, and then we see the park on where she was taken on this side, and that's where the little soccer is. So let's just cam out. Not only is the one exit leaving the complex right here, just right here, right out of the complex, right into an industrial field. But then, where is the main road to get into their apartment? Right here, where the cop was doing the interview today.
Yeah.
We've
Well,
got the
that's right.
fence here. Yep, that's never closed. We've got the fence here that's never closed. And then we got one more fence to get in this community by car. If we ever go to San Antonio, Iconic, we're not even going to have to probably use GPS. Be like, girl, make a right here. I think we're here. Oh, we drove by it again. So right here is the only other entrance out. So if we go to an aerial and look at that entrance to where that little cabana was, it's actually back here. Right, Kaz?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so that's kind of too far to come to this entrance if you're driving when you can just go straight back into that entrance. But if you grab her and you run, you can literally be into this complex and you can literally be in this complex back into these woods. I mean, just.
And the industrial sheds that is right across the road.
Absolutely. Let's go down and look at those industrial sheds coming out of that gate. Right down here on the left. Get right into the industrial park. Right back in there. All back in here.
Yeah. It's not far at all.
Then you got the wood line here, and then all of that back in here comes into industrial. It's not far at all.
Yeah, that's the USSA where they were looking as well.
I can't see comments. I'm coming back, but it looks like they were standing over here doing the interview earlier.
Matt asked, have details been released? Who reported Lena missing and what time? And do you know these specifics?
Okay.
Well, this is a great response because as it explained to her how you explained it to us about how they all gathered together.
Yeah.
And
So
discussed what they were going to do.
There are some discrepancies. So if the mom was not there, the girl could have been missing by 4:30 or 4:45. So what the mom did, the mom like searched her around and then she called her husband. Her husband is a truck driver. So maybe it took like 20-25 minutes to her husband to come to arrive. And then like her husband, he thought that maybe she is with some Afghan family, you know? So what he did, he started searching and he posted on WhatsApp. So all the Afghan people living in San Antonio, they have their own WhatsApp. The Afghan community living in Austin, they have their own WhatsApp, and there are more than 100 members. And then, like, he asked people if she is there, and when there was no response, it also took another 30 to 40 minutes. Then he consulted with other Afghans that this is the case, the girl is missing. I asked all the Afghans on WhatsApp, I went to the family is living here, she is not what to do. Then like someone told him to inform the police. Then they informed the police, which was close to 7 o'clock. Now, if the girl vanished or got abducted around 4:45, so they missed a good 2 hours, maybe more than 2 hours, searching for the girl, asking asking Afghan families via WhatsApp, and he didn't know what to do because he is relatively new. So he was doing all the common things that an Afghan would do in Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, if someone is missing, you would like knock on people's door and then people will come out and they will start searching with you. So he was like following that line of investigation or searching, not the American way of searching a kid. I hope it answered the question clearly.
Yes, I think it did.
Yeah,
And I'm
absolutely. Is it?
Did people go out and start searching in the community as soon as they knew that she was missing? I didn't see
Yeah,
any people. Did they?
yeah, they did. Yeah,
Hmm.
they did. Absolutely. They knocked on the door. So they know like who is living in which building.
Yeah, but I'm talking about spreading outside of the community complex and going around the
Yeah. So
outside area to that industrial street off that
maybe
back
they
road.
haven't, yeah, maybe like they have searched the entire complex, knocked on the door of the Afghan tenants, and then after that, posting on WhatsApp, and this entire process took like 2 hours. So they
Okay,
wasted,
you see those cameras as it.
yeah.
This is probably the footage too that they're looking at. There's cameras like that on every single one of these corners.
No, 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 no. Now the problem with these cameras, they have sensors. They are not recording. They have sensors.
For
So
when
the
they run the red
sensors,
lights.
yeah, the sensor will activate when the lights turn green, turn red, and then they will deactivate. They're only for the ticket traffic purposes. They're not for recording.
So where was the cameras? They said they were looking by a university or something. They were looking at the
So
surveillance footage. Where was the footage they were looking at?
one camera
That's
was
you.
that auto shop, auto.
Yeah, and the
AutoZone.
USSA, Ma,
Oh, okay.
which is across the road.
Let me see if I can see the AutoZone.
I have a feeling. I believe the cops, the police, they have people, and one of those people I believe is the perpetrator.
Wait. Repeat that, please.
I said, like the cops, whoever the cops are looking into, I believe one of those persons, people, are the perpetrator of this incident or this crime or abduction. And I believe within 3 to 5 days, they will come with a solution.
I pray
Hmm.
that's true.
That is my feeling. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong
What gives you that impression?
because my intuitive skills, they are like so strong. If
You
I
know what?
if I tell you, like, I have predicted the elections for the last 20 years, you will not believe it.
You sound like Mar.
He's got
Yeah, I was
spider
just thinking
senses like me.
exactly. That's what I was just thinking. Iconic.
One sec. Let's go back to the video. I know what makes him think this too. 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. You guys, oh, don't stop talking. I'm trying to think
Oh no.
where
I
we
was just
saw it
I'm reading
reading
on.
the
the comments.
comments actually. PB and J asked a question as that if that's what you believe, then you must believe that Lena isn't with us anymore.
Like, by now, I believe she must be. I hope I'm wrong. But the outcome, if you go and see the statistics, if a girl is missing for more than 24 hours, 75 to 80% of the time, the outcome is not what you're looking for.
You're right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
100% correct. They say within the first 3 hours.
Yep. I'm looking for the video where the captain is at the mosque.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I know it's here somewhere. I'm trying to think what page that was on.
We have had a lot of good outcomes lately, so I will hold out hope until
I think it was on the police department of San Antonio. I'm very
Yeah, on
close.
their Facebook website.
But which one was it? I'm going to have to go to my video. Let me see if it's this one. Nope. I'm trying to think if I saw it on Twitter.
I'm just popping onto that Facebook site now, see if I can pull it up for you.
So till you're searching, I will just post the link to one of my YouTube songs, which is written by me. Yeah, let's see if you like it or not.
Okay, I'm trying to see where.
So you sing as well. You're a composer as well.
Yeah, I don't see it on the Facebook page. It might be this one. One sec. Actually, this is the one. Okay, this is it.
You got it?
Mm-hmm. I do. Okay, this one right here. See, this made me think a way that when the captain was talking to them.
Hello.
That he was like this video. Can we hear it? No.
No.
All right, where's the sound? How come there's no sound? Oh, there's no sound in the beginning. That's right. Hang on. I think.
We need your assistance if you know anything. Even if you think it may not help, we want you to call and give us any information that you may have. You don't have to give your name. And as was said before I came up here, we are not going to come looking for you, and question you, or intimidate you. If you have information, that's all we want. You don't have to give your name.
Da, vedeți că trebuie să da o zahăr de cum și da malumă și ce mă sunt racale să le tu de de vorba aia de cine pe dacă vorba la
It's almost like he's asking somebody in the community. Right? Or is he just covering all bases? Or do you think that they think it's somebody in the community? What? Yeah, we're going to talk about Summer Wells after this. Little baby Lena.
Maybe Ezek can explain to us what he's actually saying, Ma.
Oh, that was the translation of what we just listened to.
Oh, sorry.
I asked that the other night, remember? I said, wait, was that her translation? And he's like, yes. She is so cute. Just look at her. Oh. You know, when you see them in on a video, it just makes it, I don't know, just kind of hits hard to
It
think,
certainly
how could somebody take this little child, and how come there's so many monsters in this world? I'm just going to play this muted so that we can have something in the background. This was the best, the guardian angels at her. I love these guys. Oh, we forgot to reach out to them.
She could be better.
So, let me ask a question. Guys in the side chat, how many of you, and just say yes because the numbers confuse me by the time I ask the questions. How many of you think that it was a stranger from the Afghanistan community? Not somebody who is part of the 15 families that lives inside the complex. Do you think it was a complete stranger? Yes or no? We have to remember too, guys, that we get a lag, so we can't. We get like it's like we're waiting for them to answer, but we have to wait like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, they think it was an outsider. Jen says no. Jen thinks it was an insider. Complete stranger. Iconic says I stranger. Mari says complete stranger. Kaz, what is your answer?
Well, after Cleo, I'm not ruling out a complete stranger either. But in saying that, I don't think it's a Caucasian, personally.
Yeah, I agree with that completely.
I don't think it's I don't think it's a white guy either.
But Afghans are white.
Yeah, but
no, you have
but,
a very good tan. I'm talking like my coloring. I'm lily white.
But we are also from that area. You know, we are considered white biologically.
Oh no, I know that. I know that. But you still have a tan compared to me.
I will tell you one thing, you know, for some reasons I believe he is from Hispanic origin. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that is my gut feeling.
I wonder if they have statistics out as far as race, as far as what kind of race are the ones that mostly kidnap. Because we were talking about it earlier. Besides little, what's her name? Cupcake.
Cupcake, yes.
Hey, Catty Corner. I could not think of like a story of where one black person kidnapped a child, except for that little cupcake girl. And I'm not saying this to sound crazy. Hey, Tiffany Sherry. Is that French?
Tiffany says that majority of the kidnapping in Canada are Middle Eastern of some sort. Okay, yeah, Middle Eastern should be like from Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Iraq, and also Bahrain.
Yeah, this is Afghanistan and Pakistan. That's South Asia.
Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, even part of Mongolia.
Jarka.
Yeah, they are not Bangladesh, they are not Middle East.
No, South Asia.
Yeah.
Hey, did I impress you with that one, Ezit?
You impressed me with everything. With almost everything, but you do not impress me with one thing. You're so bad in time management.
I'm not that. We were trying to start this new program and we couldn't get it going and we couldn't see anything and we lost the screen, and I was like, can they hear us? Can they not hear us? Because I wanted to try to use the new program today, but obviously it didn't work out. Maybe next time.
Time is money.
South Asia. Time is money. So this was the vigil for little baby Lena, and you got the cat. What bothered you again about the chief of police going to the mosque? What was it that you found again regarding him going there?
No, so well, in the beginning it was a bit alarming, but when I went through the entire conference, that conference was not only to tell people to give them information, but it was also like to address how they are doing in the investigation, how much resources they are directing to this case. And so it was more like a broader thing. But then the media just like played this specific portion in the beginning. Later, when I revisited and saw the entire video, then I said, okay, no, he is only stating that to the group, and he should be stating that to the masses as well, to everyone.
Right. The
Yeah.
media definitely has a way of.
And I'll agree. I'm gonna look at I'm looking for something real quick. I'm gonna look at what the statistics are as far as nationalities and kidnappings, because I actually find that to be notified. But we got some breaking news real quick, guys. I mean, breaking news.
Yeah, Central Asia. PB&J, it is Central Asia. Afghanistan is Central Asia. And Afghans are not Arabs. And actually, Afghans and Arabs, they do not like one another for some political reasons, Like if you tell an Afghan that you Arab, he will tell you are Arab, your entire ancestry is Arab.
Right?
I love that.
All right, Kaz, that's all you, girl. Here's an up. Well, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. Do you want me to? Oh, well, I can't share my screen,
we have to
but I
go
can
ahead
read
and
it.
yeah, we have to go ahead and get it out there so we can close the
Yes.
fact that.
Okay. As some of you may or may not be aware, there was bones found in Tennessee, and it was sparking the possibility. Has our precious summer been found? But it's just come out now that Maori County, Tennessee, bones discovered in Maori County have been confirmed to be human remains, according to the Maori County Sheriff's Department. Officials said they received a call Sunday about possible skeletal remains discovered on a property on Southport Road near Mount Pleasant. Tuesday, officials confirmed that the remains discovered were those of a human. It is unclear how long the bones have been there. On Monday, members of the Sheriff's Department, MTSU Forensic Anthropology Search and Recovery Team, Mount Pleasant Police Department, THP, and the Medical Examiner's Office collected and processed the remains. Other evidence will be processed and examined by the Maori County Sheriff's Department and the TBI Crime Lab. MCSD said the investigation has led them to an unofficial identification of this individual, and the family has been notified. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sheriff's Department on 931 988 5151. So it's pretty much dispelled the fact that it was our precious little summer, unfortunately. I mean, not that I wanted to be found deceased, but
Well, it sounds like somebody's family's getting some sort of closure.
yes,
So
and
good
that's
for
the main
them.
thing.
Well, they're telling us that they've kind of figured out who it is and they've alerted a family. So I think if it was the Wells at this point, we'd probably definitely know about it by now. So I think that's a no.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It would have blown up YouTube had they had the Don Wells family been notified that it was her. I'm quite sure they would have put a notice out very, very quickly.
Dawn and Candace MIA. Dawn was just on Molly's live a few minutes ago, so I don't think there are any.
Yeah, he was over here.
Right now.
About 60, like about 30, wait, about an hour and a half ago. I don't know if it's going to be up or down still, but he was just talking to Molly Golightly and Bullhorn Betty. And as they were talking to him, I think they put a picture up of him in jail. I think the Summer Wells case, I'm going to be honest, why I do not jump on it and talk about it, because it has gone to complete shit. It's not even about where Summer Wells is anymore. It's 4 different creators fighting each other.
We definitely care about Summer. We just don't want to get involved in the circus that has
I'll definitely follow the updates that come with Summer, but I'm not getting involved in this back and forth thing that people are doing.
Yeah, everybody, and that's why I really love what Ma does. I mean, she doesn't go this backwards and forwards in the sorry, get your mouth right, Karen. The drama of what everybody else puts out there. Now, I'm not saying there aren't other YouTube creators that actually do the facts. There are, but they are far and few between compared to the ones that just publish things about alleged things that they make up just to get views. And I'm sorry, that's just not right. These are children that are missing. You know, put yourself in the mum and dad's shoes of whomever the child is, and just think what damage you're doing to their families by putting this ridiculous garbage out on YouTube. I'm sorry, I've had my rant for the morning. Just had to get that off my chest, so to speak.
No, I understand. There's a family right now out there who, right or wrong, is missing several children by different means this holiday season. And if they are innocent, then that's already heartbreaking. But to pile everything else on top of it that's happened throughout the 6 months is just, it's sickening.
Yeah, we've got a little. Sherry's got an update. She did an interview regarding the West Boys and how everybody was acting like she was actually Jacqueline's mom. I actually thought she was too for a while. But we've got another update real quick on Lena before we jump into this. What Dawn said. I don't know if Molly Golightly took it down. I'm not subbed to her. I don't know. But what's going on with it's like every time you go to someone that's talking about Summer Wells and it's in the title, they're talking about somebody who did somebody dirty or somebody who's scamming money or somebody lying about seeing Summer. And then, then you see the creators start to fight with each other and picking sides. And then next thing you know, they're back to thinking that they have gone through the line. I have seen them bash Dawn and Candace from the very beginning. Well, they started with Candace. Then it went to Grandis. Then it went to Dawn because Candace stopped talking. And then it went to the church, which I still pray that the church took her and she's living in a home somewhere, not understanding what's going on. But then we go to Candace's brother, who just got out of jail. Then we go to Christopher Marcos, who lived there years ago that I was talking about in the end of June in my videos. Then we go to, we got a new player now. Can you believe that Rose Bligh and Candace have a sister?
We knew
Cass,
that.
how long ago in my videos did I put out her in the tree?
Right,
month-
from the beginning. Right from the beginning.
From the beginning, I put out their father's obituary. I put out the third sister. I put out where the car was found, Rose Bligh, everything. It's like we're going to rehash it. And then we're going to flip it and we're going to go back in because now it's Candace again. I mean, and now we're going to drag out more stuff. And then we got Don on the toilet bowl and putting that out there. And yes, we know Don is definitely on drugs. We know that he has a problem. Okay, the man honestly needs to go to rehab. I kind of feel bad for him because he really is high on drugs.
Throw anything out there and see what sticks, it feels like.
Exactly, Iconic. I mean, it's wrong. It really is wrong. There are so many children. I mean, this year alone, missing children under the age of 15, there is over 2,000 that's still currently missing. I mean, put your effort, if you want to do something and be a child advocate, well, do it correctly. Get up there, have a look at who's missing, search for them. Don't go waffling on about something that you're just rehashing or just, blaming. If you can't make some dirt stick on one of the people, oh, well, I'll look at this other person, I'll try to stick some mud on them.
Yeah.
Use your time and energy wisely. It is just absolutely ludicrous that, I mean, I look at the missing children's posters all the time, and every time a new one pops up, I'm thinking, well, crikey, why hasn't, these child advocates that, like MGL and the rest and a mob, why aren't they keeping track of those? Why aren't they doing a story on those? Where are the children? Where are the children going?
Exactly. And then why Junie? I often wonder why she doesn't speak up. Well, she went to Dr. Phil. She does speak up, and every time she does, she is completely dragged through the mud and made fun of. And yeah, obviously her too. She has a shrinking problem. I don't think I would come back in the camera after what they did to me. It's not even that. It's just the creators fighting and making such a mockery out of this little girl.
It is. It's horrendous and horrendous.
All right, let's check out this former FBI agent. Is it Mark Hiltz? Oh, that would be exciting.
Oh.
Let's see who it is. Yeah, this summer case is just and then when and if they do find her, it's still going to be a complete shit show because they're just going to keep going on with.
Cheers to the holidays.
It's like another
Gone
Chris
without
Watts.
a trace. An entire week has gone by and
Yes,
still no sign of a missing
but this
little
time
girl.
it's about a little
3-year-old
girl.
Lina Sardar Khil disappeared last Monday from a playground near her apartment home on Fredericksburg Road. Today, FBI agents were suited up on the ground of the Northwest Side complex. Investigators in hazmat suits sifting through dumpsters. Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos is live there with new insight from a former FBI agent. Henry, he worked these types of cases.
Yeah, Sharon, Abel Benya is his name, and he knows firsthand what it's like to work nonstop in these cases like Lina's. The retired FBI agent this year actually started a nonprofit organization specifically for missing cases, and he and his team combined have more than 100 years of law enforcement experience, and they may get involved possibly in this case to bring this little girl home.
I've got 3 children. And just thinking about that, it's just heart-wrenching.
Abel Benya is a father and retired FBI agent. During part of his nearly 27 years with the agency, he worked child abduction and kidnapping cases. Benya has given a close eye on the case of Lina Sardar Khil. Last Monday evening, the 3-year-old went missing from a playground at the Villas del Cabo apartments. The little girl is at the center of an Amber Alert.
And I know law enforcement is on top of this thing.
The San Antonio special acting agent in charge says hundreds of agents are reviewing video and going through hundreds of leads. Different FBI teams are on the ground in San Antonio, like the behavioral analysis team from Quantico.
Essentially, the profilers, the FBI profilers, what they do is they put together an analysis and give that to the case agent to where they can kind of make a determination in what direction to take the case.
Benya says video evidence is critical, and so is interviewing every single person who lives at the complex. He says if the leads dry up, the agency will expand.
They're working 24 hours a day. They've got agents deployed, conducting interviews throughout the night, going to addresses. So there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that the average person doesn't know. But
Right now, investigators are treating this case as a missing person and not abduction, but that could change. And let's say that it does become an abduction case. Well, Benya says FBI agents could use something called a geofence search warrant. Essentially, what that means is that they could collect cell phone data from every single person here in this area, specifically at the time that the little girl went missing. It's certainly interesting, right? So in the meantime, if you know anything about this case, contact police immediately. We're live on the Northwest Side tonight. Henry Ramos, KINS 5, Eyewitness News.
Yep, they're going to do a data of the phone dump. I said that a couple of lives ago. I bet they're going to dump the data. Wow, they're going in on this. They didn't even dump the data for Summer Wells.
Yeah, that's awesome if they can do that.
Oh, they just said they were. He just said that they said they were going to try to get everyone that was in that area on the phone. But I want to go back. Did you, before we go to the Molly, hopefully she didn't put it behind her.
No, she's still
49.
live.
Okay,
I just
good.
checked.
Yeah, it'll be another 6 hours or so, I'm sure.
Oh,
but I want to
please.
see one thing. Did you guys see that camera that they showed?
Yes.
1 second. I want to go back and just see where that camera. Did Jen say that she spoke to this FBI agent?
No, she said they're doing the Jason Landry case.
No, I think she said it's a small world. Who'd she speak to?
I don't think she said she spoke to him.
I think she said that.
I need to go back and look. Oh, she did talk to him on the phone recently.
I'm going to call him and see if he can get a hold of Mark Hiltz for me. This right here. Is what I was talking about. That's probably on top of the building that Kaz was saying.
The USSA building.
Maybe, but it could be a stock photo. I doubt, but this is what they're saying. And you can see down there that I think that's the community complex.
My eyesight's going to the dogs. It's really getting bad. There's my cataracts. My mist. I'm very misty this morning. It's like trying to look through really dense fog.
You know what? I honestly think that they definitely, when that chief said today that when they asked the question, do you have anybody? And he said that there were a few that they were, but we can't say anything about it. So they definitely have their eye on something.
Yeah.
My gosh, they moved fast. I've never seen. It was almost impressive.
It was.
And now they're going to do a data dump. I think they did a data dump on the Delphi case.
But that's a heck of a lot of data for them to go through, isn't it? I hope they've got the manpower. Yeah.
Couldn't even imagine.
The manpower it's going to take, unless they use an analytical program on a computer to try and match keywords. that would be a huge, huge undertaking for anybody human to be able to get it done in a decent amount of time.
Yeah, let's go listen to this new interview one more time. I think is it still with us, or does he want me to kick him off?
I think he's still here.
I'm with you people, but
Okay,
you
let's
can
go.
kick me out.
I want to listen to this one more time, and then we'll see what Don says, and if Molly was nice to him. I don't know why Don is on a panel of a woman that was saying mean things like that. I don't get it.
Well,
Shredder's asking if you can describe what a phone dump is or a data dump.
Oh, you can tell them what a data dump is. You watch trials.
Basically, they're going to go in and get all the pings, all the phone calls, all the text messages, any kind of information you can pull off. They're going to go
any call, any cell tower that is in that area that call will connect to those towers. They will get every single phone that was connecting to that tower, and then between a certain time, they'll have to go through. That's going to be a lot.
Yeah. An unprecedented amount. For the size of San Antonio is a lot different to the size of Rogersville,
You can
Tennessee.
see all the traffic going by.
Exactly.
They have softwares.
Yes, they do have software, but it's still going to be hundreds and hundreds of numbers that are going to cross through
Yeah.
there in that time frame. But I want to hear about this 18 minutes again. Let me close some tabs and refresh this real quick. They said that they can pinpoint her down now to 18 minutes, which I think is
Are running the green belts because there's any less.
This man looks tired.
Can you imagine the emotional stress that he's under?
Absolutely
to
not, but I will
perform.
say that this man is determined to find this little girl. I think I'm going to reach out to him too. I just call everybody.
He resembles Biden.
No, you
Biden-
forgot to look up. You forgot to look up Al Bundy.
He does look like Al Bundy too.
Hi, Patty Corner. Hey, Nana.
Al Bundy.
Look
I
up
will check
Al
him.
Bundy.
I only know about Ted Bundy, not Al Bundy. I'm sorry.
Al Bundy.
Oh, big difference.
Okay.
And just for, sorry, Mark, on.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I did a sneak peek on MGL's live, and he's definitely not on there on the first hour and a half.
No. I've got it frozen where Dawn comes on panel.
Yeah, the first
cool.
was like a mukbang portion of her live.
All right, here he is.
So I just wanted to update you this morning.
It's
since
low,
you haven't really
guys.
heard from us since Friday, I believe was the last time we spoke. Since then, over the weekend, and this is not because there's any less emphasis on this investigation, but over the weekend, our command post shut down. Our on-site command post and our command post that was at police headquarters has shut down. And again, that is not due to any less focus on this investigation. We just don't have the command post anymore. Right now, what we're doing is going over reams and reams of data, trying to make links with that data based on videos that we've seen versus interviews that we've had with people during this investigation. We continue to get leads. We continue to go over social media posts, seeing if we can't come up with anything that might lead us to where Lena might be or what might have happened to her. Right now, we have a canine teams that are out looking for her right now. They're running the green belts between here and the and 410, and hopefully maybe we'll come up with something. But We continue to interview people. We continue to have police officers on scene across the street, but we really have no new updates as to where Lena might be.
Have you been able to glean anything from the video evidence that you've seen so far?
There's information that we try to connect and link to the different video that we have, but again, we have no new leads that would take us to where Lena is or what might have happened to her. But I want to emphasize that we have not lessened the intensity of this investigation. Neither SAPD nor my partner here with the FBI. So.
Are you guys looking at any potential suspects that have been interviewed so far?
I will say that we're looking at some people, yes, but I won't get into it any deeper than that.
So does that mean at this point is it still being investigated as a missing person?
We're still investigating it as a missing person unless evidence would lead us to believe otherwise.
So you sort of call out people that were in the area on Monday to provide information. Have you guys gotten any helpful tips with that particular aspect?
We've gotten nothing that would, again, that would lead us any closer to where Lena might be or what might have happened to her.
Do you suspect foul play at this point?
Pardon?
Do you suspect foul play at this point?
If we suspected foul play, the investigation would turn. But right now, we don't have enough to lead us in that direction.
I know that the reward money has gone up to $150,000 in general. How many tips, if you had an estimation as far as how many people are stepping in, working together to try to provide y'all whatever you can, do you have like a number of tips?
I don't, but I will tell you though that the calls and the texts, they have not stopped coming in, and I would ask Agent Garris to talk a little bit about that. The FBI, well, I'll let him talk about that.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Garris. I'm the acting special agent in charge of the FBI San Antonio field office. Just want to let you know our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to Lena's family, the community, as we continue to support the San Antonio Police Department in what we consider an aggressive investigation and search for Lena. Again, if there's any tips, feedback, information that the public can give to us, we highly encourage that. Currently, the FBI, as I stated last week, we've utilized our child abduction rapid deployment team, behavioral analysis unit, intelligence response teams, forensic examiners, and between San Antonio Police Department and FBI, we've had hundreds of officers and agents searching for Lena. Are there any questions?
Yeah, yesterday morning we saw agents of the evidence response team were out going through dumpsters and looking at the laundromat of the complex. Could you kind of just explain what they were looking for?
So SAPD, or San Antonio Police Department, FBI, searched the dumpsters last week. We wanted to do our due diligence again, since the dumpsters were emptied from the time we searched last week till this week. So we wanted to research it and make sure we didn't miss anything. Maybe a potential suspect would have thrown something out, maybe evidence or anything pertinent to the investigation or search effort. So we researched it yesterday.
Now, some people are wondering, obviously, with her being such a small child, 3-year-old, she can't get far. But with that being said, we have so many resources searching for her. What is making it so difficult for you guys, not to locate anything related to her at this time?
So we have a gap right now, and I mentioned it last week, but from 4:49 p.m. last Monday, the 20th, till 5:07, there's an 18-minute window where we had visibility of where we did not.
Okay, I gotta focus on this because this part tells me, Iconic, that I'm probably gonna play it 3 times. 18 minutes of a window. So do they have little cameras on their little apartments? Let's listen to this guy closely. 18 minutes. So it goes from 2 hours of them looking and making phone calls, like as it said, seeing if she was over at somebody's apartment, to
where we did not have visibility of Lena. A lot of the tips we've acquired are, and I mentioned it last week, but from 4:49 p.m. last Monday, the 20th, till 5:07, there's an 18-minute window where we had visibility of, where we did not have visibility of Lena. A lot of the tips we've acquired are outside of that 18-minute window. So I would ask the public if they have any information or leads or anything they can provide us during that 18-minute window, that'd be of huge value to the San Antonio Police Department and FBI.
Just one other question about why shut down the command post, Chief, if you don't mind just explaining what went into that decision.
Because the command post activity was focused on the apartment complex and the immediate surrounding area, and we have gone over and over and over that. So there's really no need to have that command post set up here. Everything else right now is being done through telephone, social media. But again, I'll emphasize that there is no lessening of the intensity of this investigation simply because the command posts are shut down. That is the command posts conduct the activity that's going on the scene immediately following the disappearance, and up until the point where it would just simply be redundant to keep officers here and agents here on the scene.
Chief, can you tell us why
he
you're
is
searching
so
the
full
green
of it.
spaces around I-10?
Pardon?
Why are you searching the green spaces around the area?
Because it might lead us to something. We don't want to leave any stone unturned. So.
Wait, what did he say? They're searching green pieces?
Like greenways, so the patches of green.
Oh, so the patches of trees that we were looking at.
Pretty much, and then near the highways too.
Okay.
We don't want to leave any stone unturned. So we'll continue to go over those areas as we think there may be new evidence.
One more question, guys. It's been 8 days. Just kind of want to gauge what's your confidence level at this point in the
That didn't sound good.
I will say that it's disheartening that we haven't found anything that leads us closer to Lena. There's nothing that we haven't done to try to find her, and it's frustrating and it's disheartening and disappointing that we haven't come up with something yet.
And guys, at this point, we'll have a PIO from FBI that's going to translate in Spanish some of the highlights that the chief has already.
Oh, 18 minutes. So you have to wonder, is that by them seeing her and saying they saw her, or is there video of her, I wonder, that they're not going to share?
I feel like they're holding a lot back with this situation. I'd really like to know where the scent left off.
Me too. And I wonder if she was alone or if there was other people there that saw something. Maybe one of the ladies saw something and they have to tell the husband. I don't know. But now it's down to an 18-minute window. Bet they're going to dump the data.
We don't know what the brother said. I don't even know if he was even outside.
Yeah, I don't know where the brother was. They don't mention the brother. I didn't even know she had a little brother until yesterday.
Yeah, same.
I think the officer knows something more. It was almost like when they talked about searching the green, that, and I also don't believe that, I believe that they put a camera up somewhere, the police, like they did at Brian Laundrie's neighbor's house.
That's actually really smart. I feel like there had to have been so many people coming and going from that area.
Yep. I mean, just look at the calls for service. Those calls for service are like, you can't even make it up, and then you turn on the scanner, and it's nonstop. There's never dead air. So let's see what happens with Don. I really can't believe that Don actually went on this panel after what went down in Tennessee with all that BS.
I'm surprised and not surprised at the same time.
But see, I'm not subscribed to any of these two. I don't watch them. Like, I just can't. I can't watch it. But I do want to hear what Don says. Yeah, somebody living in the complex lurking, sees her, she's cute. They know that she comes from the Afghani people, and they still decide to snatch her. I don't know why I keep going back in my mind that it's like somebody that is, I just feel like, I really pray it's not an insider. But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I think of Faye, the little girl off the school bus.
It'd be interesting to know if anyone from the community has kind of gone MIA recently.
Exactly. And I wonder if SHAT would know, like, if the people are watching, if the families are watching to see who suddenly disappears, would they notice that?
The way
Right?
he sound was like they would notice potential changes in a person or if they went missing. But I wonder if anyone actually is acting suspicious now.
Yeah, that was horrible. A complete horrible situation with that little girl. The guy killing himself. I mean, it was just so senseless. As senseless as Gabby and Brian.
They are all senseless.
So let's hear what Dawn has to say after this. Didn't Molly go, like, did she pee on the property? I don't watch her. I do not watch this. I'm not even subbed to her.
I'm not either, but I will pop in just to be nosy.
I mean, look, I can show you the subscribe button. I'm not even subbed to this lady. But, and I'm this bullhorn Betty, she's coming in. I mean, my gosh. Like, she's starting from the beginning, like we're going to have to re-listen to all of the stories again. I'm not interested. We know the arrest records. We know that that Marcos is a pervert. We know all of this. We know that she has a sister. We know Rose is gone. And now they are claiming that Rose's sister's husband was having an affair with the other sister, Jeannie. I don't know where they got that from. It was off a post or something. And that's why now everyone's saying, oh, they got rid of her. Hey, Nisi. They want to do that to get clicks. Yeah. Let's hear what Don has to say, and then I've got to get into the real world. All right, here we go.
Whatever the outcome is in Knoxville.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
information, because then we're acting on behalf of law enforcement. We can't do
hang
that.
on, guys.
These crazy accusations.
What'd you do with my
Damn it. Candace.
What happened to Don?
These people that keep.
He's in there.
I don't know the timestamp.
Whole fucking bars. I'm back. The seal of a ship.
Fritz.
I think I was
Brian Laundrie was
around 2 hours.
definitely the prime suspect. We went out to Colin Knapp's house. He
But
you from Emma. I love you.
Hang on.
His
He's not
daughter
on
that
the
she's in
panel. I think he was
he's,
on the
basically giving
phone.
us a kudos. It's bothering me really bad. No, I
But I
remember one
thought
time I
she
was
had
at,
the picture of the bars up.
She did. On the left is Candace.
Swear to God.
Jen.
Huh?
I didn't even know about
The rest of them that live on the livestock,
Here.
these.
they'd be creeping around. He's had problems with choosing.
What the fuck?
Hi, Don. It's Andra.
She's showing everyone's phone
Who?
number.
It's Andra.
Yeah,
was
they-
one of
they
the
got
people
people
who came down that you were
talking.
supposed to meet at Wendy's, and I work with
Look at
Marissa, Molly Golightly, and she.
Right, I just tried calling that dumbass.
Yeah.
There's hospital docs. Ah!
Oh my God. First of all, hang on a second. First of all, she is like doxing everyone in her phone book. Hey, gamer guy. And second of all, right with Molly on the panel, he just says, I just tried calling that dumbass. That right there just made my day. I don't even know these. I don't even watch these creators, but that was hilarious. And she's right there.
Her face.
Look at her face. Okay. I'm going to be laughing, so let me mic down.
Talk to her, and she wants to fucking be stupid.
So tell me about this guy.
You talking about Dudley Ajan?
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Dudley or Dudley?
Okay, Dudley Ajan.
Okay.
Well, when I fired him, I think he was higher than hell on meth.
Wait a second. Do you think that Don even actually, I don't even know. Do you think Don even knows that, I don't know if I want to play this. Do you think Don actually knows that he's even on this live?
People were asking that in their comments, actually. Because it was
This
never
is pretty shitty.
And she always does that to him, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to it, but did they really do this to him? I mean, he is a dumbass for going back on, but see, I thought that he was going on to Molly's panel, and he knew he was going on her panel. I don't think he knows that she's there from what he just said, and that right there. And she didn't even say that she was on the channel.
No, she just said it's Andra.
But even after, hang on.
I think on Christmas Eve, we received like on my account.
To fucking be stupid.
Why not? I don't hear it. Allow mic. Okay, yes, allow. Allow. There we go.
Well.
Hi, Don. It's Andra.
Who?
It's Andra. Was one of the people that came down that you were.
Who?
Supposed to meet at Wendy's, and I work with Marissa, Molly Golightly, and she.
Right, I just tried calling that dumbass.
Yeah, she told me that.
Holy, that is so funny. I had to listen to that again. So let's see if she says that Molly's there. That's wrong right there. That is wrong.
I just tried to talk to her, and she wants to fucking be stupid.
So tell me about this guy.
You talking about Dudley Ajan?
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Nope. She does not even say that Molly. Right, Sassy Nass? Who? Right? And doesn't even say that she's on the phone listening. And they continue to do this to people. And this is entertainment to people. I don't get it. I just don't get it, Iconic.
I don't either.
Wow. And you should have said right there, well, Dawn, she's on the line with us. Okay,
Well,
let's
say
just
hi. Talk to her yourself.
I'm going to speed this up too. Let's listen to this. I'll go to 1.25. Let's get this over with. And yes, I'm going to go use the little girl's room, Kenny, because I drink a lot of water.
Dudley or Dudley?
Okay, Dudley, Jan.
Okay.
Well, when I fired him, I think he was hired hell on meth. He had
Iconic.
Yes.
You're going to have to talk like every bit so she doesn't want to go, so that it can be like the commentary, like Burnt Toast taught us. You know?
I got you.
Even if you just say boo. And
that is why Molly's being so quiet, because he doesn't know.
Okay. I'll be right back.
every single sign. I wrote them on the walls so I could try to memorize, every way that, a meth addict acts. The only one that I can really remember was I can't remember that one now, but he said every one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho.
What meth dealers,
super
right?
Focused on one thing and can't get it right, and just aggravated and everything else. And I don't know, man. He thinks he's a freaking gangbanger from hell. And he thought he could just push his way around and stuff like that. Just has one of them kind of attitudes. I hired this motherfucker and give him 50% if he just showed up for fucking work and couldn't even freaking do that.
Yeah. And what makes
we found out a lot of shit about him.
Gotcha. And how often did he come up to your actual residence? During,
he come up there a couple times. He came up there a couple times to park his vehicles. We had a long distance to travel to work on the job, and we were always fighting. And he just got fired from another guy because he started out, he'd be all right and he'd be somewhat normal, and then he'd just go downhill. He could fucking hit his ass with 4 fucking hands.
I don't know why she keeps laughing.
Because he's on fucking meth. Same fucking thing. I know the guy that hired him. I've been talking to him.
Gotcha.
It's the same fucking thing. Same
when was the
MO.
last time he would have came into contact, just for my, I like to have these questions, but when was the last time he would have came in contact with Summer prior to her disappearing?
The last job we went to, probably a couple of days before, 2 or 3 days before, and then we started another job in Jonesboro, and we were working together, and he started all this crazy shit, and he thought there was stuff in his mud, man. He was freaking losing it, man.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I fired him. He done everything he could to get me fired. He made millions of phone calls to my bosses and his dad and everybody. He tried everything in the world.
Gotcha. And where would he, is he still in the where does he live? Does he live in Kingsport, or does he actually live in Rogersville?
He lives just across the state line in Weber City, Virginia.
Dawn sounds pretty clear today.
And how far is Weber City, Virginia from say your house?
Not far.
Not far. Okay, gotcha.
But look, man, y'all are freaking crazier than hell. I'll tell you. But I'll tell you what, if you really wanted, I'm telling you, if you really wanted to protest somebody and you thought you might be getting somewhere, I'd say that's the motherfucker right there.
Gotcha.
That's the one.
Yeah, we're
y'all actually might do some good there.
That's debatable.
I do not understand why and what they think they're going to get out of Dawn. Hang on, the little Mexican's legs are not working.
I mean, Greater have tried and failed. But like they said, they broke the laundries, right?
But I mean, Don, if you're listening, which I know he's not, because I've never seen anyone from him come over here. I know that you can't be this dumb, Don. To continue to go back to these people that, and the way that they talk about your wife too, it's just like, I don't get it.
About that. The way he speaks to Candace, though, can he really argue for that?
I'm going to text Benny and tell Benny if he could get Dawn to come over here and talk to us. Yes, I said I'm going to text Benny. I don't get why he just continues to go back. I think Blowhorn Betty is going to solve the crime now. I think she's definitely on it.
Well, if she's not on anything, Molly definitely is. What?
Oh, God. I almost choked. Yeah, let me see if Betty... We got to tell Benny to get Dawn to come over and talk to us. I'm going to see if he answers the phone.
That's what they say, Shredder.
So let me ask you guys. I mean, is Don this dumb, or why does he do? Or is Betty fooling him? Like, do you think Don knows?
I don't know. I go back and forth on Don personally.
He's not answering. I think Don has a problem with substance abuse.
I
Hey,
agree. I
Sarah
think
Kelly.
already struggling with substances and then having CPS on you and then problems at work, a horrible marriage, then your daughter goes missing and then your kids get taken away, all compounded with that substance abuse. It would make sense that that would get worse, not better.
Yeah, Shredder, I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to see if Benny can somehow get Don to come and talk to Iconic, and I think that I don't know. I just think that these two right here, I did hear that they're going out to Wisconsin to look into the Rose Bligh case. Some of them are convinced that her husband killed her to be with the sister. I think that's the new rumor. Yeah, I don't go in there and watch all the drama, so I don't know what goes on between any of the creators. But Don's talking about the guy he used to work with. So now are we going to start going after that one?
Well, like you said, it's come back full circle, so it's time to start throwing new people in, I guess.
But people aren't so convinced that she was abducted, and then right after she was abducted, a month later, Michael Vaughn went missing, and there's nobody over there. Like, why don't they go out there and protest around where's Michael Vaughn? I just don't get why. Why? Because they're attacking the family, and I don't think that's cool. I don't think it's going to help find Summer. That's my own personal opinion, but this guy right here.
I like to think we do good everywhere that we go.
I walked out. He was in his truck. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing, man? I walked out there and he's putting on a fucking fake dick because he had to go piss for the probation officer or whatever. I'm like, why?
Oh my gosh. What did he just say? Putting on a fake what? Surely I think I'm mistaken with what I think I just heard. They might, Nana.
Got fired from another guy because he started out, he'd be all right and he'd be somewhat normal, and then he'd just go downhill. He can fucking hit his ass with 4 fucking hands.
Wow.
Because he was on fucking meth. Same fucking thing. I know the guy that hired him. I've been talking to him.
Gotcha.
And it's the same fucking thing. Same
When was the
MO.
last time he would have came into contact? Just for my, I like to have these questions, but when was the last?
Y'all are freaking crazy in hell, I'll tell you. But I'll tell you what, if you really wanted, I'm telling you, if you really wanted to protest somebody and you thought you might be getting somewhere, I'd say that's the motherfucker right there.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're
y'all actually might do some good there.
I like to think we do good everywhere that we go.
I walked out. He was in his truck. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing, man? I walked out there and he's putting on a fucking fake dick because he had to go piss for the.
Her eyes. She said, what? That was my face too.
Is that not the craziest thing? Yeah, you really can't make this shit up.
For the probation officer or whatever. I'm like, why are you doing that? He's like, oh, well, I love my weed, man. I can't piss dirty, man, for weed. I gotta smoke my weed. Okay, here's the thing, Virginia, weed is legal.
Wait, they actually make a fake penis that you can pee out of for drug tests? I have never heard of that in my life. This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So tell me that ain't bullshit.
Yeah, that's
I know
probably
he's a
from his
wheeler
meth
dealer.
addiction.
He has what I call prison mentality. You see a lot of these people in prison or whatever that think that they're all that, some kind of gangbanger.
Mhm.
You don't mess with me. He has that every bit of the way.
But
That's
didn't
that's him. This
institutional?
last guy that fired him.
Oh shit! I think I'm good on listening to Don that way. I'm. Oh my gosh! I think that he needs to go to rehab and he needs to get himself together before anything. I mean, that is just the things that come out of his mouth.
They were offered a free ride through a really, really nice rehabilitation center recently, and they wholeheartedly not only were totally offended by the idea, but they shut it down very quickly. Those spots were given to someone else.
Yeah, you can't make this up. And why do you not think that Candace
He tried to say that he had left.
doesn't come out? I think she doesn't come out because of the way that people pick on her. But then again, you got Dawn on the toilet bowl that one time. I was like,
yikes.
Yeah, just wow.
7 hours on a Saturday. So that guy went through the surveillance footage and found out he bought his fucking tits full to the job. And then he was only there like actually 5 or 6 hours, so they got into it. And he wasn't gonna pay him them extra hours. And so Dudley went to his truck to get something out of the truck, put in his hands. He tried to sucker punch him. He caught his hand and fucking hit him in his face.
Wow.
And that was the end of that. So, and he
Well,
has that
I did drywall too. My husband had a handyman business, and I actually did a lot of drywall. And I can tell you, there's a difference. You can tell whether somebody's worked 5 hours. At one point in time, you used to be away. You used to work like in Utah.
The thing of it is, y'all don't know what they're doing. It's because he needs to be fucking hounded down.
Right.
That motherfucker.
Well, I'm going to pass his name off to our investigative aspect of this, so we can search down all of his information and find out,
She's going to pass it down to their investigative team
So
so
they
they
will
can look into the guy that everyone has looked into and knows what the kid's grandmother's name is, the last 20 addresses, and what he does for a living. That's just crazy. This is crazy to me. And look at the comment from Molly Golightly. I can't believe he's sober.
That's what I'm saying. That's ironic coming from that source, but okay.
I think he's a nighttime partier. I think he's a high functioning user. I think he gets up. I think he busts his ass at work. I think he comes home and he lets loose. And I think he probably does it every single, well, I don't know what kind of drugs he does, but he probably drinks every night, I'm going to have to say. It's probably a nightly thing, but he's probably, after he gets the job done, and then he goes out and does his thing. But we do know that he disappears for a couple days at a time too, and we don't know what he does when he disappears.
Gamer, the only remains I'm seeing found were 24 hours ago.
Gamer, Kaz read that.
He thinks there's another one, but I'm not seeing it in the news anywhere right now.
Yeah, they're not saying who or the sex, but they're saying that the family's been notified to the remains that were found in Knoxville County.
Oh, I see the article he's saying. That's definitely clickbait. Summerwell's human remains found. That's not the case.
Well, let's listen to Donnie Boy a little bit. You know what, though? I'm still really, this woman claims to be somebody who's going to do it right and help solve cases and not get involved with the BS or the drama. But why has Molly still not been told to Dom that she's listening?
Well, right. I think that's kind of, it's not really ethical.
I think I'm going to record the very beginning of it when he says, "Who?" I mean, that was hilarious. Hi, it's Andra. Who?
where we can locate him, because we're going to be back in the area in January.
Oh shit, guys, Kaz, you want to come back up? Come up. They are touching down again in January. I bet you Don's excited about that.
Lord help us.
The first or second week.
Huh?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
I said, Lord help us.
Week of January, we're going to be back. We're going to be in the Knox County area. So
Knox County. Why would you be in Knox County?
because we're going to be protesting TBI.
I wouldn't
Protesting.
protest TBI. That would be dumb.
Well, we want
Why
them to
would you do
start,
that?
you know, doing a little bit more on the case. We feel
Yeah,
like
but
they're-
the thing of it is, y'all don't know what they're doing.
True.
You know what? I think we should start doing reactions like for fun, because not the drama, but just Don. This is hilarious. Like TBI. Like why? Wait, we're protesting the TBI.
That just shows you how absolutely categorically stupid they are. I mean, my ears.
Wait, no,
if
Kaz,
blood
we're
could
not going
come
to
out
be
my
mean.
ears.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
we
being
can't be
mean.
mean because we don't know these people. We don't know Molly. We don't know Blowhorn Betty. We can't be mean. We're
No,
not going to call. Yeah.
I personally would choose not to know them. But
Don is being played again. Once again, Don's being played right here.
and
He has.
that shows how. Sorry, Ma.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
That just shows just how unethical, shady, deviant they really are. And it blows my mind that people will sit for hours and hours and hours on end listening to this garbage that
Yeah.
they put out there. I mean, folks, I'm putting it out there. You can come for me, I don't care. MGL subscribers, please go into your brain and click on the logical side of it.
Thank
and
you.
just think for one moment. Just sit and think and listen to what she's actually saying. Or I take that back, what she's not saying, because she doesn't say anything. All it is garbage that comes out of her mouth, and she puts garbage on YouTube. Get off, MGL. I'm absolutely categorically sick and tired of you. Roar. Sorry. I'm not having a good morning personally, so she's just rubbed me up the wrong way.
I mean, I don't think that he would hang up necessarily knowing he's on alive. However, I think the right thing to do is just to tell someone, hey, by the way, this is being recorded. He's never had a problem with it in the past, but it's not okay to do it that way. And you can tell she knows that. That's why she's giggling like a little girl in the back.
Yes, but I'm talking about after what she just did. Do you understand that Candace, his wife, called the police and put a report out on Molly for trespassing?
Yes, she did.
Okay, so you really think that he would be okay when we listen to the very beginning when he called, what did he call her, an asshole?
Yeah. That was classic.
Okay, let's listen a little more. Now he's mad that now Andrew's going to wait a second. I think I'm probably not too smart, but what would we accomplish if we're going to protest on the TBI? Like, where are we going there? Like, what are we? I don't get what that's about. Can somebody explain it?
Well, I feel like they've been working on this case. I don't see a reason unless you feel like there's some sort of corruption maybe, but at that point, can you show us the corruption?
Yeah, I mean,
they haven't been working and setting up command centers and searches and all of these things.
They're just grasping at straws, Iconic. Any little, tiny little bit of a straw that they can sink their nosy fingernails, whatever you want to say, into, they're going, because they didn't get anywhere when they went down there. It's crazy.
Jindy said, Molly Golightly said this morning that Candace never filed a trespassing report on her, but Jen has seen the report. And I'm sorry, but I believe Jen over MGL.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Iconic, but didn't Ronnie Lawson also say that she did place a civil trespass report?
I'm pretty sure I might have heard that, actually, yes.
I mean, I can imagine now. Once Don's PI, public publicity, person, finds out that this has occurred, he'll go into, crisis mode, trying to fix up this, because for the past couple of months he has been quiet.
Well,
Not
it'd be
a couple of
interesting to
months,
see.
less than that, but he has been quiet.
Yeah, he's done a great job not coming on lives a lot lately. I don't know that anybody's really given him the option, though.
I'm going to go back to the video in a second, but we looked at this video at the end of June of this year. I mean, this article on the history date. And right here it says, Kenneth has left behind 5 children: Kathleen, Kenneth, Candace, Jeannie, and Rosie, and a sister. So we know about Candace, Jeannie, and Rosie, but you know what else is funny? Who mentions there's a Jeannie and a Kathleen? But we've already talked about all of this. People are just, now we're going all the way back to this again. I can't. I just, I sit back and laugh. Let's go back to Dawn, because now this is getting good with the TBI. But I need to go lock up my chicken, so you guys got to hold down the talking.
I'll promise you, I listen, I talk to him all the time. And I might come up with something on my own or something. I'll make stuff like, man, check this out. Like, dude, we done went over that 3-4
I'm gonna
times.
have to watch that, Jen.
On it, trust me. They have nothing better to do than sit around and do their job all day. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. How often do you get a chance to talk to TBI?
As often as I want.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing new that I can come up with. I've begged them to check into the W agent over and over, and they have. The thing of it is, that motherfucker made sure he had an alibi that day,
mm-hmm.
and everybody watching him. But that don't mean. See, look, the Tony Hammonds guy that tried to steal the 12-year-old boy. Do you know about that?
Yep.
Okay, he has ties. They used to have a company called Hammonds Drywall. He has ties with him.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker was definitely on road, Tony Hammonds. Okay, and he probably. I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
they probably
should know all
each
this
other
already.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the meth addicts are, man. They think that they own everything. They think they can do whatever they want. They're already moving all kinds of meth. What difference is it if they take a little girl and hide her out in some meth house?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, in my mind, 100%, more than likely, that's the case in my mind.
Gotcha.
That's the only thing. Look, meth is bad in this area, especially Northeast Tennessee, Virginia, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me and Candace have been trying our hardest to bring the kids up in the church and keep them motherfuckers away from our house.
Now, that's not true,
We're
Don.
doing everything we can to do that.
It's
And
only
we've had
been
problems
in the
with them.
past.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they come up
past
at night for a
8
long time.
12
They just come up at night.
months.
Man, I go start my damn motorcycle, and then the gas line will be off, and it'll be completely out of gas. I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
They steal gas out of my damn motorcycle. 1 gallon of freaking gas. They steal any damn thing.
Yeah, that's bad. That's what's wrong with drugs these days.
Yeah, and they know I didn't have no cameras. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
They think they control this. These druggies think, well, this is my area, Northeast Tennessee. You don't fuck with us, we'll fuck you off. That's they're thinking, man.
Right.
I mean,
now,
But Don,
let me ask you a question.
he knew
at
about
one point in
the
time,
drug-
you used to be away. You used to work like in Utah, and
I went out to Utah for a while to Park City. I was working for millionaires out there. I wanted to move back out there.
Yeah. Did Candace have people at the house while you were gone? I mean, could some of the people that
Well,
she was
yeah,
hanging out with?
She made the mistake of
Do your
branding fucking
research,
Allie.
Bullhorn. This
She
has
made a
been
big
done
mistake there.
yonks ago.
Do you think Allie may have had something to do with Summer's disappearance?
She said it's new to her.
You know, I don't think
Well, it
she's
just
smart
shows
enough.
that
Okay.
the
I'm just curious.
investigation
I
skills
just don't
are
think so.
zero.
Correct.
I mean, it's not hard to do research if you've got your heart and soul into something like this. It's not hard at all. Does it take time? Absolutely. But if you're willing to put in the time, you can look into the crime.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that this is like a 4-person face of a team, but they're talking about having a whole investigative team. So with that many people, there's only 3 of us, and we dig up a ton. I can't imagine how much manpower they have. They could really figure some stuff out.
Absolutely iconic. Absolutely. Can you imagine if Ma had a team of 20 people doing research for her? I mean, we
No one
could
could have a
probably
team.
help heck of a lot more. Help find, not physically find, but we could help find some information that could help the case that we could pass on to the relevant authority. But to skite about, we've got an investigative team, and no, you haven't. You should know all this information already.
And all about the players.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to Tennessee. Now we're going after the guy that works for Don.
Well, he's always brought that up from the very beginning, that he said he suspected Dudley. He always said that from the get-go. But what the alibi that Dudley had, he disputed, because somebody, I can't remember the name of the person, came forward and said that the alibi that Dudley gave was not correct, because it was the person supposedly with him. And he said, I wasn't with that person on that day. So
exactly.
Could he have something to do with it?
But it's funny, nobody ever mentions the other sister Kathleen. It's now it's an amazing sister Jeannie. It's like, are you kidding me? You've known about even the brother Kenneth. It's the Kenneth Jr. You've known about these kids forever. How are they going to be a new surprise now? We're going to re-dig into Rose, and it's just crazy.
Rose
and
Bligh
people that
is
watch it,
I
it
know.
amazes me.
Me too. Rose Bligh's disappearance is a totally different case to what Summer's case is. Does it need looking into? Categorically.
Yeah.
But trying to amalgamate the two cases into one, they're barking up the wrong tree. Personally.
Yep. Let me see. I don't want to listen to any more. Oh, hang on. Let's see the end of this.
And I can honestly tell you, I deal with it every day, because there's so much shit that's said about me because I'm.
It's got to be. It's just got to be. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Who in and around your house sells meth to attract these meth heads? I mean, is it a neighbor?
Okay, Fred Hill lives down at the Dan Ann dump site. So they go by my house to Fred Hill's house all hours of the night and day looking for drugs. It used to be bad.
Gotcha. Is Fred Hill still there anymore, or is he moved
Yes,
on?
he's still there.
Okay.
He was crying to me the other day, I'm going to have to full time. I'm like, what for?
I'm looking up
He says,
Fred
everybody's
Hill
got my
right
name in their
now.
mouth. I'm the biggest drug dealer around. I says, Fred, if you don't do nothing wrong, you ain't going to have to do no time, dude. He's like, oh, shit, that makes sense.
Could Fred be involved in this in any way?
Oh my God.
Don't know. All I know is like what I told you, me and our PI, every time we get any kind of information from him, it's just bullshit that it makes no sense at all. He's throwing us off for some reason.
Gotcha.
And who's that kid you got running around with you? The boy, it looks like a boy. Who the fuck is that?
That's Jonathan Lee Riches. He's one of the best web sleuths and investigative journalists.
JLR is not going to like that.
Well, I've actually saw a video that somebody put together on JLR. It was like a clip channel or something. And I don't know, that was some pretty weird stuff when he had like some school shooter's face or something on something, like a mask or something.
If you delve, not that you would want to, but I had a spare hour one day and I did delve into JLR, and what he's done is OMG worthy. It is an OMG worthy. He is so shady. He actually has the Guinness World Book Records for the most.
Right.
Yeah, that I heard about.
That's crazy. And he brags about it.
Oh, guys. Yeah, I heard about that, but I also heard that he had a school shooter's picture. Am I wrong about that, or am I crazy?
No, you're not. He
had
had a... Sorry, go on.
No, I don't know what he had.
Okay. When he was a bit younger, he had a lot of ties with white supremacy things like that, and he actually promoted another guy about it. It was really disturbing stuff. Really disturbing stuff.
Huh. Yeah, I thought, and then like he had like this beard to where he kind of looked like he could have gone over and joined like something. Like he had a
Yeah.
really big beard, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to find all of this information. It is out there. I mean, I think it took me about 15 minutes, and the amount of things that come up is unbelievable.
Yeah, somebody actually put it all into a clip channel.
Oh, James Holmes mask.
So here's who they're talking
That's
about.
him. Yep, that's it.
This is who he's talking about. Don Fred Jr. Hill.
Oh my goodness.
So he's got 2011, a child abuse neglect, discharge of a firearm, and that it was in Virginia at the time. And now he's at 167 Ben Hill Road at apartment 11. And look at, you can't even get information on it, so we're going to have to do another search.
What? Jindy said that he put the face of James Holmes on a bunch of dolls and then put them on the graves of the people that he killed. Not that James are killed, but the victims of
What? It is disturbing, Mark. It really is what JLR has done.
Wait, where's that comment that you just read?
Jindy.
What in the entire... Put the face of James Holmes on a bunch of dolls and... Oh, you know what? And this is the one who is doing the investigation to find Summer.
See, that seems backwards to me. That doesn't work. Make it compute.
Yeah, Jen, he did. He did sue his own mother because he didn't like his upbringing.
Wow.
He sued his own mother? Hang on, I'm looking for more information on this guy.
It's disturbing what he's done over the years. It really is disturbing.
And didn't I hear too that the Betty girl has like a big criminal past? Like somebody put like a whole entire video out on like the three of their criminal past and what they've done.
Yeah.
Was it crude?
Bullhorn Betty has got a very detailed criminal past. I mean, domestic violence. TV.
On who?
I haven't got the detail. I did look it up, but I haven't got it in front of me. Yes, Harlow, that is correct. He did do that as well.
Izat shared a link with you, Mar.
Wait, he did what?
What
are you reading?
The link, the comment.
Look at Harlow. Look at Harlow. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, you're talking.
I don't know where I'm looking, guys.
I'm not sure where he sent the link. He just said he shared.
Bullhorn Betty and Molly Golightly said that we are supposed to forget about their past criminal history because he turned his life over to God and he's a changed. No, you don't put faces like that on graves and you're a changed person. Okay, you can't change. You're mentally, obviously, and not fucking wired right.
I'm gonna need to see some more acts of grace to come back from that level of, like somebody said, criminal minds type stuff. That is beyond disturbing. You're gonna need to really work on that before you say you've changed.
I mean, like Harlow said, JLR went through a drive-through food drive-through with the dolls, and he tried to order alcohol, plus the gravesite. I can't remember which gravesite it was, but
I'm all for atonement. I just think you need to show it before you can claim it.
See what Ezit's saying? They're back in the industrial area searching those warehouses.
Well, that's interesting because in one of the videos for the boots on the ground ladies, she actually drove up to the storage units, which is just across the road from the apartment complex, and she noted that there was a camera on one of the pillars of the gate, and there was another camera on the wall that she could see. So if they pulled that CCTV footage, that may be why they've gone there. Maybe they've actually gone through that footage.
Guys, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, they're you know what? We all need to light a candle, and we need to pray for baby Lina Khil, because I hate to say this, and you guys never hear me really say this, but I think we're going to find out sooner than later with her. I don't think it's going to go on like the West Boys and Summer and Michael, and I just have like this feeling of a Faye ending, and I pray I'm wrong. Look at this. So this is the guy that Don was talking about, the Fred Jr. dude. Oh, God. I can't handle that yet. Hang on. I might have to smoke something before I even look at that. Hi, Harlow Camp.
I hope it's a brisket.
Whose birthday?
No, you said you need to smoke something. I said I hope it's a brisket.
Look. Alleged Hawkins gunman, a convicted felon shooting victim accused of vandalism.
Yikes.
So February 24th, what year is this? 2020. Fred Hill Jr., 39 of 167 Ben Hill Road, shot 44-year-old Roy Fanning, a fall branch, in the throat during an early morning altercation in front of Hill's home. In a report released Monday morning, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said the investigation revealed that Hill did in fact shoot Fanning with a firearm, and that Hill has felony convictions from October 2011 in Virginia involving firearms, and he forgot to mention child abuse. Hill was charged Saturday evening. He was held in Hawkins County. Did the guy live? He was discharged. Okay, yeah. He was discharged from Holston Valley Medical Center Sunday. That guy's lucky he lived to be shot in the throat.
Right.
It took place in Beach Creek community near Sullivan County line. Lawson reported Fanning and a family member were at the property shortly after midnight on the 24th, and that Fanning was apparently in the roadway target shooting.
What?
Fred Hill, who resides, reportedly went outside to see what the shooting was about. At around 12:42, responded to 167 Ben Hill Road on a report of shots fired. Deputies at the scene spoke to Hill, who reportedly stated he had shot a male, later identified as Fanning, in the roadway at his residence. Then he stated that he confronted Fanning about the shooting, at which time Fanning allegedly fired a gunshot in the air and then pointed the gun at Hill. Hill reportedly admitted that he fired a shot at Fanning, striking him in the throat. He was transported to Wellmont, where he was admitted into surgery. Friday, Hawkins County Sheriff received a complaint of damage allegedly caused by Fanning to a Ben Hill Road neighbor's gate a short time before the shooting took place.
Wow. I just hope then they have looked into this person. I mean, really looked into him, because...
My gosh. That's who Don's talking about.
Yep.
He could
the one selling the meth, and Don talking about don't get caught. Hey, Don, you listening? Anyone in here have Don's phone number? I'm only kidding. He probably has to change this. I wouldn't call Don. But that's who he's talking about. Yeah, just went outside and shot someone in the throat. Harlow says, in my opinion, JLR is a danger to society.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it almost sounds as if he was idolizing James Holmes, which in that case, I am terrified.
Exactly.
Right? Let's watch the very end of what Don has to say.
Like they say, it's always the quiet ones. He is pretty quiet.
This cracks me up. Yeah, I'm not reliving the Summer Wells case. The only thing I'm doing, right on, Jess. The only thing I'm doing is I'm going to keep with the facts that are coming out. But the back and forth is it's beyond crazy. It's just like everyone's fighting with each other, and then, but every week it's like it's somebody different who, I know this person did it. Oh, dead. She's dead. She wasn't at the lake. She was at the lake. This one's having an affair. They're not having an affair. Oh my gosh. It's just, it hurts my brain. I don't know how people can wake up and do this every single day.
And multiple times a day.
We all have big mouths. How do you think I became Bullhorn Betty?
Well, gosh damn. Don't you think if you got, at least go fucking barking up the right tree. Gosh damn. That motherfucker run his mouth the other day. He said a bunch of shit about me that I don't appreciate.
Yeah. Well,
he don't know jack shit. And he's running his fucking mouth like he did on that YouTube channel at that time. All about me.
Oh,
for a
so
fact
true.
I did this and that. He don't know shit.
Actually, I don't think he's the one that posted that. I think you might have him confused with somebody else because he's only posted.
I thought he was with you guys like at Wendy's or something.
Yeah, he was with
I'm pretty
us.
sure it was him.
Yeah, he was with us. It was we had 5 people with us, 3 in my vehicle and 2 in Marissa's vehicle, and
Or whoever that was that said he knows I did this and that and everything else. He needs to watch his fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm.
What I learned, you run your fucking mouth. I'm going to tell you what, every fucking one of you go into prison and you run your mouth like you do, none of you guys would have fucking teeth, I promise.
Well,
that's why I don't
You'd be fucked off.
Hey, Don, he's coming back to your
I know, everybody
soon.
out here in the free world thinks it's okay just to run your mouth. I get that. I think that's fucked up. I think it should be against the law.
Yeah,
you just don't go run your...
Well, it is.
Excuse me, sorry.
All right, well, I got to be really careful about all this shit I'm doing lately, and I get to thinking about summer and other shit. I just, it's hard for me to handle all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have met up with you guys. I don't know, but I just figured you guys would set me up like all these freaking YouTubers do.
We just wanted to have a conversation. I promise you, that's all we were doing.
Oh,
and
no,
we did not protest that. That was all fancy.
Well, but Molly Golightly did say, "Man, let's get some whiskey and meet in the room and stuff like that." That's what.
No, she said the hotel. She said we have a lobby at the hotel. She said the hotel, not the actual room. She said, why don't you come to the hotel? And so we were all, we were all there, and we were going to actually have a few drinks with you while we sat and chit-chatted. So, but either way, it is what it is. But we'll be back on the 7th through the 11th.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. They'll be back on the 7th through the 11th.
Why?
And he's going to go sit down and have a drink with them probably.
They talked about getting him drunk in another live or another couple of lives because their plan was to get him drunk and get him to start speaking. It's a freaking trap. It's a trap.
Exactly.
They're so freaking wrong for every little stunt that they're trying
to
do.
But you have to understand there are a lot of people in YouTube that want to see that. Like they want them to get him drunk so that he says whatever it is he has to say. But
well, then come out and say it like that. Don't be dirty whenever you're putting it out on your lives exactly what your plan is and your motivation for doing it.
Oh, I agree with you, but I'm just telling you
some drinks and catch up. Lies.
I'm telling you both sides of what's going on. I don't agree with that, but that's why they're doing it.
Well, I know why they're doing it. I just think they're disgusting, and I hope that they have to. I hope they have a lot of thinking that they do
Hey,
at
Veggie Burger.
Yeah, I agree, Iconic.
And you didn't even tell him that Molly Golightly was on the line.
Yeah, so you have him agreeing to go do that on camera.
I should have met up. I guess I should have met up with you guys. Oh, no, you should not have, Don. I mean, are you getting dumber, or are you just going to go and really meet up with people with intentions, especially, I don't know Blowhorn Betty's intentions, but what I hear about JLR, I don't want to know his
feel like they're going to put a secret camera up in that room. He's not going to know they're recording, and they're just going to let it go. Act like it's
you're correct.
Normal. And then he'll come home and he'll see what is on the internet.
That's, you know what, we should ask someone to make a song. That's a good name for a song, Junie. Yeah, they're definitely going to record it. Somebody needs to warn poor Dawn not to ever meet up with them because it will not turn out good.
It's really bad.
I don't think that those two will end up lasting together. I saw something on that clip too where Bullhorn Betty said that she wasn't going to get involved with the drama.
Okay.
Oh,
Good luck. You picked a great person to team up with for no drama.
I think she just said it like on a live. Someone put the clip and she say that if you guys don't want to deal with the back and forth, just come over to my channel. She just did that on a live. I'm telling you. I saw the clip channel. Put it
yeah.
out.
I mean, do I think she's using MGL to boost her subscribers? Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Because she had nobody virtually on her channel before this. She had a Twitter account, yes. But, I mean, again, it's all about the money with these guys. It's not about the money, guys. It's about finding these lost kids and bringing them home in one way or another and giving the families closure. It's not about the dollars.
Was that what he said, Shredder? Or I forgot to ask that. You reminded me. I was going to ask, who was Don was saying that she's not smart enough. Was that Allie he was talking about? Or was it Cam? I didn't know who oh, it was Allie. Okay. I think I missed that part. I think I was washing my hands, but trust Allie with what? Like, I don't. What did I miss on that part?
I think he's inferring you can't trust what Allie says.
Yeah, I agree with Don on that one. It was here to say, Don, so I pray that Candace tells Don, and I don't know if Candace has any say in that relationship whatsoever, unfortunately.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I think she's completely controlled.
Yeah, she tries to say something, and in the few things I've seen, he shuts her down right away.
Yep. No, Pamela. Not poor Don. Yeah, poor Don to have to see. I would have to be poor Don if he had to sit down with Molly Golightly. Yes, then it would be poor Don. That's the only time, Pamela. Then it would be poor Don. You know, you never know. I might run into her in person because I'm going down to the Effort area with my nephews, and I love Hershey's chocolate bars with almonds. And you know I'm going to have to go to the Hershey's plant with a straw. But wouldn't it be funny if I ran into her in real life?
Let's put it this way, Ma. If you did, what would be the one thing you'd love to say to her? I'm curious.
Honestly, I don't even know if I would say something to her or just like maybe just punch her in the throat, to be honest with you.
Because I know I'm a pretty, normally in everyday life, I'm a really cool, calm person.
Me
but
too.
I think if I met her, I mean, I've got disabilities, but I would pass over all those and I would hit it with a cane, a walker, a run over with a wheelchair. Whatever I could get my hands on, I would do it.
Well, you know, it's because I've been in the community that she's in for a long time, and I've seen and I know the people that have been involved with the Kim Lowry, John Crimes, Makeup Mobster. I mean, I know all of them. And I love Makeup Mobster. And it's just like I've seen her, the whole thing. I watched it live when she took the money from the stripper, the footage from the club. Something about being with Kim Lowry and the FBI showing up and her like hiding down like in a bathroom, like trying to get underneath the toilet bowl. And then we got the new one with the 2 tacos where she went to visit them for the wedding
Mm-hmm.
and stole from them, supposedly stole from Kim. So, and we saw her steal from the stripper. But then it's like, and she doesn't even have to because she's so financially secure. So that's got to be like a serious, like, is that a disease, Kaz?
Yeah,
Like
it
a
is.
kleptomaniac for pills.
Yeah, similar, but I still can't get my head around who paid her to be a life coach. I'm just concerned for the people that she did anything as far as coaching for, because those poor things are going to be damaged for life.
But like, yeah, why do you do it? I don't understand why you can't, like, I mean, especially from friends, or then you have a meet and greet and somebody's so excited to meet you. You're like their YouTube like celebrity type deal when you go out there. And that video of her in the jail, I think we should watch it real quick off Burnt Toast and have a laugh. That you can't make up. That right there is absolutely a golden. Let's end it with that. You guys chat while I look for that. Her in the her in the jail.
Play the
Yeah,
I'm gonna find Burnt Toast.
because when she
I got it
offered
saved.
to sell her husband and a child to get out of going to jail, I thought, well, that just shows you what your moral standard is. Yes, was she drunk? She was. But, you know, in my earlier years, I was known to have a little tipple or two, but I would never, ever, or maybe my first husband I would have sold him, but, you know, my husband Ross and my daughter Mel, I mean, I would die for those two. I would never, in a drunken stupor, say, I'm going to sell my husband and my daughter to get out of jail. You do the crime, woman. You do the time. You take it on the chin. It just shows she has no moral standards whatsoever, that woman. None. Zero. Zilch.
As if there were ever in question.
Oh, I mean...
I was caught in a cycle of overeating.
Uh-oh. My bad.
Shredder, I wish it did have all sorts of secret bond features. That is a good idea, actually. Wait until I get my electronic one. Then I might do something.
Inspector Gadget.
Yes. I could put turbo boosting on it because I do like fast driving. I do like that. And these are very slow.
We all know who Burnt Toast is. If you don't know who Burnt Toast is, there's her link. You must subscribe to her because she is great.
Hilarious.
Yes. She has me cacking myself.
I love Burnt Toast. But let's go. I'm going to go through where she's talking in between, but this you can't make up.
Oh, it's close.
This might be one of my favorite videos of all time.
Is it the NOLA one?
Yeah, I'm gonna mic down because I know that Burnt Toast will not strike Nicholas. I support Burnt Toast.
I love it, Shutter.
Big shout out. Yeah, I support Burnt Toast. I'm a Burnt Toast member. I love Burnt Toast. She knows I love her. But I'm gonna mic down because I am gonna start laughing so hard that I just might even have to. I'm already laughing. You can't. And this is the woman who's going to save the world. Let me know if the volume's okay. Molly Golightly, everybody. Favorite life coach.
Are you going to share your screen?
Yeah, because you got to see it.
Her face.
And yes, that is shade. Okay, don't lost the shade's point. I do have a job, but I don't need money to pay my bills. And that's no shade on other people. Okay, I'm just saying, like,
her voice.
I appreciate it, but do not feel obligated. Molly is absolutely shit-faced drunk. It's hilarious. Welcome, Desi. I appreciate that. yeah, so I'm just going to get into it. And basically this video is a play on the fact that Molly claims to be a life coach. So just keep that in mind as you watch this. And let me know if the volume's okay.
Molly Golightly, everybody's
Least.
favorite life coach.
Really, ma'am? Come on. Let's get up. Ma'am, can you walk or no? Why? Why can't you walk? Why can't you walk? Ma'am, you need to stand up, okay?
Okay.
Oh my God.
So when they got into their jail cell, she started like emo raging. So for those of you not from my community, there's a guy named Emo, Justin Howlingwolf. Okay. He doesn't really put out a whole lot of content anymore because he got a job. But he used to do these streams every single day for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And he was known for his raging. And he would rage and scream and throw things. And it was hilarious because he'd get mad over the dumbest things. Grampy Lobster, Toast may not care about the money, but I do, folks. Shameless plug, send me your Fun Brigade. Yes. Yeah, Fun Brigade is the community that Grampy heads up. He's absolutely amazing. Misnomer, you tagged me, but you didn't type anything. Tag me again so I can read it. Anyway, this is, I may actually watch this a second time. I'm just letting you know that. Y'all, that's I cannot. Yes, I know that there is a much longer version, but because of time, I wanted to just play the clips that I have. Plus the fact that I don't want to disrespect the other person that she's in the cell with. It would have taken me a week to go through and like bleep out people's names and, you know, all that stuff. So, wow, it's just, okay, I'm just gonna hit play.
You stole from a stripper. Yeah.
Do you have a clip of her offering her son up? Actually,
You can't make this up.
Show Jen's comment about her wanting to call the cops on a possum.
Oh.
Dear Lord.
Pamela, I agree with you, sweetheart. I'm an old woman, and you know I'm going to have to go and get a depend. I think if I watch any more of this.
No, Kaz, hang on. This is great stuff.
I'm ready for the
not
part about
going
Luke.
anyway.
so yes, absolutely. She said that. She literally.
I'm not swearing my words. I can't understand. I know you want to arrest me so bad.
Yes, always know it.
Have you recently had any drugs or alcohol? Never. But I have drank some alcohol, yes. Do you have any mental health issues? Never.
Yes.
You're not pregnant, correct? Nope.
This part.
I'm gonna rewind.
Burnt toast shredder. I dropped her link.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Wow. Okay.
You want me, don't you? I can tell you want me.
Oh my, no.
Again.
No, we don't.
Who does that sound like? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So bad. You want to just fuck me in my ass with no reason.
Oh my, Molly, what? Say what? I have missed that. Girl.
It's a
Oh
piece
my
of burnt
God.
toast with a smile
Oh
on
my
it, Shredder.
gosh.
I dropped the link here.
Bruh. Wow.
Isn't that her link?
I mean, okay, here's the thing. This is my personal belief. You don't
Yeah.
have to believe this, but this is what I think. That you
I love you, Burnt, but
and that is kind of slip out, right? She's still in New Orleans and
okay, I think that's all
her
she
feelings
shows.
club.
Yeah, that was
They're
all
like,
she
oh, don't
shows
talk about
about
it.
her getting arrested.
Don't go up
But
there.
there's
Don't go up
full
there.
video out there.
That's
on that
really,
good
really
stuff.
fucked up, Molly.
It goes on where she says, I'm going to kill you all, or something. And then she says, you want to arm me? I know you. It was just mind blowing.
Yeah, if you want to have a good laugh, go over to Burnt Toast. I laugh and laugh and laugh all the time.
Another great one is Hartley. Let me see what she's got out in there. She's got a great clip channel, a funny one. Here's her newest one. Let's see what this one is. Here's Hartley's newest one. Last one, guys, and we're wrapping it up. It's like 2 minutes. I'll drop her a link too. I love Hartley's videos.
Then she also made a major faux pas.
Fupa?
She also made a major faux pas.
She's Fupa's on
I've
the
never
mic.
seen that before. That's good.
Let's get one more with her. Let's see, 1 second. Oh, she has great, and they're short too. Let's see. Good golly, Miss Molly. Let's see what this one is.
Good golly, Miss Molly. And I'm not referring to you. Oh, I don't know. Well, kind of, you know. Well, I suppose you're one of the team, aren't you? The searchers, the new detectives, the people, boots on the ground, fingers to the bone, people. We're going again, and you're going to pay us to go. You want information, don't you? Do you think it's going to be information that won't be information? Well, we need to go. We need petrol. We need food. We need drinks. We need somewhere to sleep. We need bloody hotels. We need fresh linen. We need breakfast. We need dinner. We need tea. We need shots in the evening. We need to relax in the evening because we've trudged about in our fashion knee-highs, uphill and down dale, through brambles, blackberry bushes, toiling, sweating, boots on the ground. Urgh. In your fashion knee-highs, in your boots, and your not waterproof jacket, which is made from wool, which, when that gets wet, you're going to weigh the same as an oxen. Because trust me, a wool formal jacket, more suited to, maybe an evening at a West End play, or an interview, maybe. Your best jacket, your wool jacket, not the best outerwear when you're searching.
OMG. All done with a great English accent too. Unbelievable.
Yes. Crude AF. I love them.
Yeah, I've seen a few of his videos. They come up on my recommended.
Yeah, she has good videos, Hartley. Tracy, the beginning of this video is all about Lena. The 18 minutes, the update, the new press conference. As it, of course, in his intellectual input. But that's it, guys. I am going to go to the real life and take care of my animals.
JB, that was Burnt Toast and Hartley. 2 different channels. Hartley.
Yeah, here's Hartley's channel. Burnt Toast was the first link. Hartley and Burnt Toast. Hey, JB. Happy New Year to you. All right, guys. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Iconic.
Thank you all for coming in. Stay vigilant. Keep your baby safe. And let's light a candle for Lena, as it said that they are now searching the storage units behind the buildings back there where we were looking at the industrial part of that place. So let's pray that somebody has her like the doll collector.
And if you're not religious, then put out some good vibes, because honestly, we need anything we can for her.
Yes, we do.
We sure do.
All right. Right. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Kitty. No kitty? No, he wants... Okay, bye.
Oh, 50-50 on the survey, by the way.
Wait, what?
The question you asked. Pretty much 50-50.
Interesting. All right, guys. See you later. Yep, book clubs tonight. Hello, Pamela Smith. As Hat, I'll talk to you later.